Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
How you going? Is this working? I'm trying a different studio thing. So please let me know if it's working. Give me a thumbs up or something in the chat. If you can hear me okay. And see me okay. And the cat's behind me. Can everyone hear me? Someone let me know. Maybe the chat's a bit delayed too. Oh, I've got it on top chat. I can change that in this one that I'm using. Okay, I can't tell if anyone can hear me, all right? Although you're not saying I can't hear you. Yep, okay, excellent. Okay, I'll get back to you guys in a minute. What I want to do is I'm going to go straight into this. Okay, because there's some stuff going on. Oh my goodness. We're going to go through Epstein, we're going to go through Twitter, and we're going to go through Pelosi. Something strange going on there. It's all coming out. That's what's happening. Okay, Rage Against the You-Know-What said, "The footage will haunt me for the rest of my life. Jeffrey Epstein survivor claims she watched tapes the pedo made of his wealthy friends having intercourse with female victim for blackmail and says she still has copies stashed." So let's have a look at this. Epstein victim Sarah Ransom claims in a newly released... I'm not making fun of the name, I just find it strange. But anyway, claims in a newly released deposition that she personally watched tapes the late financier made of his friends. She says that the footage showed two of his wealthy associates having intercourse with the female victim. Ransom said the footage will haunt me for the rest of my life. Epstein does not appear in the video, something that Ransom says showed how clever he was. Ransom clears to have copies of the footage, which she has stored at several secure locations around Europe. The bombshell claim gives new insight into the long-held theory that Epstein blackmailed his wealthy male friends with secretly recorded videos. He's not the only one who did that. Apparently the CIA did that too. Honey traps. One of Jeffrey Epstein's victims claims that he did make tapes of his wealthy friends, and not only has she seen them, she's made copies. And Sarah Ransom's newly released deposition has rekindled allegations that top attorney Alan Dershowitz was involved in the abuse of underage girls. Okay, so Alan Dershowitz was actually a part of that. Ransom claimed in the deposition taken as part of the lawsuit that Virginia Giuffre filed against Epstein's one-time girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, that she has seen footage of 2 Epstein associates having intercourse with a female victim. And she claims that she had been forced into a threesome with Dershowitz and an unidentified woman. Dershowitz denies any abuse. He told the Daily Beast, "Let me be very clear. I have had intercourse with one woman since the day I met my wife." I hope that was your wife. And during, that's what I think he means. But anyway, we'll see what happens. And during the entire relevant period of time, I never had contact with Ransom. I've never had any contact with anyone else, and the stories are all made up. That remains to be seen. Ransom, I reckon, bring the footage out. Not that we want to see that, but show the faces of the people who are doing this. Ransom goes on to claim the footage she saw will haunt me for the rest of my life, and that the faces of the 2 men were clearly visible. She does not identify those men. Ransom even claims to have copies which she has stored at several secure locations around Europe, and says she fears retaliation by Epstein even though he's dead. Does she mean as a... That's a weird way to put it. Does she mean she fears retaliation by Epstein's associates? Or Epstein himself, even though he's dead? I don't know. The bombshell claim gives new insight into the long-held theory that Epstein blackmailed his wealthy male friends with secretly recorded videos of them having intercourse with underage girls. Yep, okay, so it is coming out. Among the documents made public is a photo of Ransom, I don't know how to say that, Ransom, taken of Epstein's private Caribbean island, Little St. James. She says in the deposition, "That was me when I was naked. Actually, I had a towel around me. So I think I just had a massage by Jeffrey because I was naked underneath the towel." Jeffrey Epstein victim Sarah Ransom claims in a newly released deposition that she personally watched those tapes the late financier took of his friends. She was born in South Africa, moved to Scotland age 14, lured into Epstein's web by one of his recruiters after coming to New York to become a model. Epstein claimed he had connections at FIT, the New York Fashion College, and Ransom says, "He used my education as a way for me to trade my soul to the devil and become a slave to pay for my studies." You know what kind of slave. While the college placement never materialised, failure to agree to have intercourse with Epstein would lead him to refusing to support her anymore, leaving Ransom penniless and with no prospect of making it as a model, she claims. Among the newly unsealed documents are emails sent by Ransom explaining the existence of the tapes. Ransom writes, "When my friend had intercourse with Redacted and Redacted, the tapes were in fact filmed on each occasion by Jeffrey. Thank God she managed to get a hold of some footage of the film tapes, which clearly identify the faces of 2 people who are redacted." Oh, thank you, Shannon. I don't know if you guys heard that. See, my son set up a couple of little widget bits for me or something. I don't know, anyway. Having intercourse with her. So 2 redacted people having intercourse with this young person. Epstein does not appear in the video, something that Ransom says showed how clever he was. The friend sent Ransom some of the footage implicating both men, and she writes that she's seen with my own 2 eyes the evidence of these acts. Ransom writes, "I'll be more than willing to swear under oath and testify in court over these tapes. It will break your heart into a million tiny pieces when you watch the footage." Ransom claims that she has backed up the footage on several USB sticks that she has stored at various locations in Europe. "Only one other person knows where the footage is in case anything happens to me before the footage is released," Ransom writes. Okay, and this is the motion, obviously, for a protective order what is it? An opposition to defendant's combined motion to compel non-party witnesses to produce documents and respond to deposition. Non-party Sarah Ransom has already provided significant discovery in this case. She previously flew from Barcelona to New York, sat for a 10-hour deposition and produced many relevant documents. Indeed, Miss Ransom has provided more significant evidence, including photographic evidence and electronic communication, than defendant has produced in the 2 years she's been litigating this matter. Defendant has not produced a single document prior to 2009 and not a single photograph despite testimony that she was an avid photographer of the young girls at Epstein's mansion, including taking nude photographs. Specifically, and by way of example, non-party Miss Ransom produced the following types of highly relevant information about defendants' involvement in the trafficking and abuse. Obviously, there are things that are blocked out at the moment. There's a lot of censorship going on, so probably a good thing, but there's various females on the island in 2006, including a blanked out person. Jeffrey Epstein in 2006 on Little St. James. Thank you, Luna. The bombshell claim gives new insight into the long-held theory that Epstein blackmailed his wealthy male friends with secretly recorded videos. The documents Epstein is seen sitting on top of a quad bike while leering at the camera. That's that one. What have we got here? Emery, Sally, Brickenoff. Okay, that, I don't know, probably a lawyer firm. Blank must pay for what they did to us, as must the rest of the men that were involved in their seedy inner circle. X4 ransom. My friend had intercourse with blank. Sex tapes were in fact filmed on each separate occasion. I eventually managed to persuade her to send me some of the video footage which she kept, implicating all men. I have backed up the footage on several USB sticks and have securely sent them to various different locations throughout Europe. Another friend was one of the many girls that had sexual relations with blank. She confided in me about her casual friendship with blank, definitely seeming to have a thing for her, and she told me how he kept going on about how he liked her. I don't think I can say that. Pert breasts. Oh my God, liked flicking and sucking it until they were raw. One evening when we were showering together, she showed me her breasts. They looked incredibly painful as they were red and swollen, and I remember wincing when I looked at them. I also know she had sexual relations with blank at Jeffrey's New York mansion on regular occasions, as I once met blank for coffee. Just before she was going to meet blank and Epstein together at his mansion. Importantly, the emails which fatally undermined Miss Ransom's credibility were not available to Ms. Maxwell's counsel when she examined Miss Ransom in the deposition in this case. For this reason, the deposition transcript standing alone leaves an incomplete and thus false impression of Miss Ransom and her outrageous claims. This court should not allow its power to enter and modify a protective order to be manipulated so as to authorise selective disclosure of to contextualise materials. Thank you, Carl. If the Ransom deposition is made public, the emails must also be as well. Release it, come on. We want to know who the customers were. We want the information. And seriously, I would really like the information. I don't necessarily want to see kids getting abused. I really don't want to see that. But I think we need to see these people's faces at least. Okay, not the child. They can blur that out. But we need to see the culprit. We need to see their faces. Okay, I'm not going to read that again. In the deposition, Ransom said everyone was afraid of Ghislaine. All the girls were afraid of her. The theory about the tapes had been fueled by two of Epstein's victims, Maria Farmer and Giuffre, however you want to pronounce it, who claimed they saw a room full of CCTV monitors at Epstein's $65 million mansion in New York, including some showing cameras in the toilets. When police raided Epstein's mansion in 2019, they found dozens of tapes of girls in a twisted library the disgraced financier kept. Maxwell appeared to have admitted the tapes existed after being tricked by a journalist for the TV show 60 Minutes telling him, "I don't know where they are." According to the deposition, among the men that Ransom claimed she was forced to have intercourse with was Epstein's former lawyer, Alan Dershowitz. She described him as quite an elderly man, wore glasses, quite pasty-skinned. Ransom says, "Not well, I assumed, not well at all. Pasty-skinned, wrinkly, I tried to pay as little attention to him as possible." Ransom was asked whether or not she saw blood coming out of Dershowitz's private parts. She said no. Ransom says she wasn't ravishing his body and didn't go woo when she saw him naked. She added, "I was trying to close my eyes and just get it done so I could go home and watch TV, really." In response, Dershowitz said, "I want the FBI to investigate me, everybody who's accused me and the lawyers, and I'm hoping that still will happen. Maybe the revelation of those documents will cause the FBI to start a perjury investigation and a prosecution involving both accusers and lawyers and a lot of people who've gotten rich off these files," according to him. Thank you, Deb. According to the deposition, among the men that Ransom was forced to, was Alan Dershowitz. Recounting a first meeting with the financier, Ransom said they went to a movie theatre with 10 other girls and that soon after he invited her to his island. During a trip home to South Africa in 2017, Epstein and Maxwell gave Ransom an ultimatum. She would get her weight down to 114 pounds or they would never see her again, she claims. Ransom says she was... I'd just try and put on weight then. I don't know. Unless they starve you while you're there. Ransom said she was recruited by one of Epstein's associates who she met at a rock club. Recounting her first meeting with the financier, she said they went to a movie theatre with 10 other girls and that soon after he invited her to his island. On the plane, there she saw him having intercourse with one of his other girls, and soon Ransom was asked to give Epstein sexualised massages, becoming one of the girls put on rotation for him. As soon as she would leave, his Madam Ghislaine Maxwell would bring in another girl for Epstein to have intercourse with, Ransom said in the deposition. Ransom called Maxwell a monster, a bully who was very dictatorial. Sounds familiar. According to Ransom, it was obvious she'd called the shots in Epstein's operation. During a trip home to South Africa in 2007, Epstein and Maxwell gave Ransom an ultimatum she'd get her weight down to 114 pounds or they'd never see her again. Maxwell bullied me massively about my weight, Ransom says. Ransom, desperate to get to FIT, the Fashion Institute Technology, went on an Atkins diet at Epstein's suggestion, even though it wreaked havoc on her body. Among the documents made public is a photo of Ransom taken on Epstein's private Caribbean island, Little St. James, or Caribbean, whatever you want to say that. She says in the deposition, "That was me when I was naked, actually, and I had a towel around me. So I think I just had a massage by Jeffrey because I was naked underneath the towel," which we've already read as well. Other photos released with the documents show Maxwell smiling as she checks her phone while on Epstein Island. Ransom was not one of the victims whose evidence helped convict Maxwell during her trial last year, but she did speak at the sentencing and said the British socialite left her feeling like a sex toy for Epstein's pleasure. Oh, okay, sorry, my window. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Alex. Oh, dear. She's a great mod, that Alex. Ransom was asked about other similar photos where she was wearing a towel and smiling and said, "You can tell I look really, really happy to be out there." Other photos released with the documents show Maxwell smiling as she checks her phone on Epstein Island. Thank you, Deb. Epstein is also seen sitting on top of a quad bike while leering at the camera. Ransom was not one of the victims whose evidence helped... Why are we repeating? But she did speak at the sentencing and said the British socialite... We read that too. Left her feeling like a sex toy for Epstein. Maxwell, 60, is currently serving 20-year prison term at federal jail in Tallahassee, Florida. Epstein didn't hang himself in prison. In New York, in 2019, while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges, he was 66. The documents were part of dozens that were unsealed on a rolling basis that come from a defamation lawsuit filed by Virginia Giuffre, Prince Andrew's accuser against Maxwell. Giuffre, now 39, initially claimed that she'd been forced to have intercourse with Harvard Law professor Dershowitz, but she sensationally backtracked last month, saying she may have made a mistake about his identity. See, questions are coming up now. Did he? Didn't he? Why don't we get someone who is really good at investigating, and I'm not talking about not the head of the FBI, maybe lower downs might be better, but someone needs to investigate it. And he's offered. Open it up, let them investigate him. I've long believed that I was trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein to Alan Dershowitz. However, I was very young at the time. It was a very stressful and traumatic environment, she said in a statement. I now recognise I may have made a mistake in identifying Mr. Dershowitz. Giuffre, who now lives in Australia, agreed to drop a defamation lawsuit against Dershowitz that had claimed he libelled her by saying she was lying At the same time, Dershowitz, 84, withdrew a countersuit against Giuffre. Maxwell settled the lawsuit, but after applications from the media previously sealed material is being made public. Seriously, here it comes. It's going to come out. And bit by bit, you can see things coming out. There is another. Chuck Costello said, breaking report, Epstein victim vows to release videotape identifying VIP elites sexually assaulting children. Sick. And there's another trending politics, but they go back to the Daily Mail, so I don't know if they're going to have any sort of different information than the Daily Mail has. I don't think they would. No, they don't. They have a very short story on it. Normally when they say, according to the Daily Mail, that's the story they're going off, which I have just read. So there's that, and I think things are going to come out. I really do. They are. They already are. I said the media will say anything to get you to look over there instead of seeing what's really happening. Dinesh D'Souza said, how stupid can people be? The left and even some of the right jumped on the Trump announcement as involving trading cards when in fact it involved a strong and comprehensive set of policies to restore free speech. This is the number one issue in the country, and Trump is all over it. Because I do believe he just trolled them. And they go and report on that instead of the actual important information that he actually did come out with. So, Libs of... Oh, this is bad. Okay. Libs of TikTok rep Katie Porter, Democrat, says pedophilia isn't a crime, it's an identity. Oh dear. Okay, have I got all my volumes on and everything? Yep.
This allegation of groomer and pedophile, it is alleging that a person is criminal somehow and engaged in criminal acts merely because of their identity, their sexual orientation, their gender identity. So this is clearly prohibited under Twitter's content, yet you found hundreds of these posts on the platform. Your team filed complaints about these posts, correct?
Yes.
And how often did Twitter act to take down these posts, which violated its own content policy?
Very rarely.
So from our calculation, it looks like about 99% of your complaints, they basically acted on one or two of the 100+ complaints you filed. Instead of taking them down, Twitter elevated them, allowing them to reach an approximate 72 million users. This is not just about what happens online. What happens online translates into real harms in people's lives. Ms. Popcock, you provide services to a community that experienced a devastating LGBTQ attack. Can you provide some examples of the link between speech online and attacks against providers like you?
We know really online threats, in addition to just creating an atmosphere of bullying for young people, it also creates an...
This is how they throw stuff. Look, this lady's attaching pedos to the LGBTQ. That's not what... Look, if the shoe fits, wear it. If you are one, fair enough. You are one and you need to be looked at. But no one is saying that every LGBTQ person... We're talking about individuals who just happen, a lot of them just happen to be gender fluid and stuff like that. This is not... It's like saying every person of a certain race is bad. No. These people are trying to hitch their wagon onto the LGBTQ community. So any LGBTQ people out there who don't agree with this need to speak up and say, no, it's not part of our community, mate. That is not part of our community. Because they're trying to hitch, pedos. And of course, readers added context they thought people might want to know. Apparently this clip's been taken out of context and misrepresents what Rep Porter is actually saying. Well, I don't think it is. Just before this clip, she says that the groomer narrative is an age-old lie to position LGBTQ people as threats to kids. No, it is not. Ah, dear, she's not talking about pedo. Oh, I don't know. Maybe she's not, but it doesn't sound good, does it? Okay, Cauldron Pool said, can we link that status to every crime committed, or is it only relevant to the story when the murderers are unjabbed? Apparently in The Australian, an anti-vaxxer cop killer rigged remote house for ambush. A female killer's past, anti-vax former teacher revealed as third shooter in this Queensland shooting. Yes, no. Yeah, this is going on with Paul Pelosi and this guy, right? They said he was right-wing, this, that, the other. Just keep watching, because this will turn into something completely different. The teacher involved in the ambush of police, who was still shooting at police as she was laying on the ground, quit the local school because she refused to take the thing. Here we go, set in the narrative. Anti-vax conspiracy theorists who killed 2 police and a neighbour had rigged their property with a sophisticated surveillance network and possible kill. I think this is absolute BS. I think the whole story might be a little false. If I could have my little thing, I'd wave it, you know? Flag. Ian Miles Chong said, so strange how the NPC crowd that's going on about the suspended journalists need this platform for their careers had no problem with conservatives and independent thinkers were being banned left, right for no reason other than politics. So now apparently journalists are being suspended from Twitter because they are doxing like Elon Musk in real time. They weren't banned for criticising Elon. They were banned for posting links to his jet's live location. They broke the rules. No doxing in real time. You can say where someone was after the fact, but not on real time. Avi Yamini said, amazing to see the mainstream media suddenly so anti-censorship. Elon Musk is a magician. So what the mainstream media does is as soon as someone says something or does something, the person they don't like does something, they take the opposite stance. So they did it with Trump. And now they're doing it with Elon Musk. So now they're anti-censorship. Okay. Funny how that works, isn't it? Dinesh D'Souza says, no departure from the principle of free speech to cheer the suspension of Aaron, Rupa and Keith Olbermann. Why? Because these rabid advocates of censorship only learn when they get a taste of it themselves. They are like bullies who back off when their own feet get stomped. Exactly. Sometimes people have to be shown. You can't tell them, you got to show them. So, show them. Oh, it's funny. Anyway, Tom Fitton said, wow, looking forward to explanations from CNN, Washington Post, New York Times as to why their employees were evidently pointing to real-time physical location of Elon Musk at doxing. Because that's what they were doing. Ian Miles Chong said the mainstream media now has to cover a topic it hates, free speech. What a way to go. They've been playing him the whole time, really. Okay, Rage Against the... That's a good name. Biden pledges to help Microsoft, Bill Gates, kickstart a new initiative, digital transformation, with Africa by gifting $350 billion in funding to make sure people across Africa can participate in, 4IR? Or 41R? I don't know. Let's have a listen to this imbecile.
I'm announcing a new initiative, the Digital Transformation with Africa, working with Congress to invest $350 billion to facilitate more than almost $500 million in financing to make sure people across Africa can participate in the digital economy. That includes partnerships like new collaboration between Microsoft and Visa to bring in internet access to 5 million Africans, part of Microsoft's commitment to bring access to 100 million people across Africa by the end of the year 2025. That means programs to train African entrepreneurs with a focus on women entrepreneurs, to code and build skills that need to start their own businesses, to secure good-paying jobs with technology firms. And this will include partnerships between African-American companies to provide cybersecurity services to make sure Africa's digital environment is reliable and secure.
Did anyone get that? I nearly fell asleep watching it. I went into a trance and I tuned out. I heard him say something about giving Africa money so everyone's got the internet and whatever, you know, AI running them, pretty much. So, and guaranteed Australia's going to do the same. We're already giving them money for climate change, aren't we? Something or other. Don't know. Linda Johnson said if it's true, Albo NP has agreed to pay $3 million to Brittany Higgins, which is our, like, Kavanaugh accuser here in Australia. Australians must shout out for an ICAC immediately. The public need to know why Albanese would pay her and not take Mr. Lerman's side into consideration. This was a high-profile case. We must get answers. It's wrong. And it is. They're giving someone who actually didn't even have a case compensation. Work that out. It's payment for something she's done, I guarantee you. And I shared this. I don't know who this. Janet Rice. Who is she? Green Senator for Victoria, environmentalist, scientist, queer, gardener, she, her. Portfolios are social services, government services, aged care and forest. God help us all. I said, this lunatic thinks it's a good thing to use more electricity, which solar and wind won't keep up with, along with the amount of people they're allowing into the country, because it's just unfettered at the moment. At least they used to, you know, scan people, find out what they're about before letting them in. I said, these people are insane. At least with wood and gas, if the power goes out, you can still cook and keep warm. She said, breaking, thanks to the Greens and tireless work of fearless forest defenders, burning native wood will no longer be considered renewable energy. Hang on. We can regrow trees. That is renewable. And the wind and the solar aren't. She said, this is a win for native forests, a win for threatened species, and a win for the climate. God help us all. So if they're not native wood trees, can we cut them down and burn them? I'm just asking. Byron the Badger said Russian stores are suffering from a surplus of stock to a devastating reduction in prices. Lol, this is what our sanctions are doing, right? Abundance at low cost is now the new metric of Putin losing. Putin seems to be quite the advantage. Putin losing seems to be quite the advantage. Sorry, I didn't read that properly. Wow, Russian grocery stores are fuller and groceries are cheaper than here. Get it yet? Let's have a listen.
Everything they have told us about this war since the very beginning has been a lie. And again, most people don't know because our news is so controlled by the U.S. government, one of the things we've learned from the Twitter files. But very quickly, let's run through some of the things they told us. They told us that sanctions were going to cripple the Russian economy. Joe Biden said that in a speech to the country. Did it? Well, this summer, the Russian ruble hit its strongest level in 7 years. And just a few months ago, Russia posted a massive trade surplus. Russian propaganda? No, economic facts. Our policy isn't working. In fact, it's counterproductive. From January to September of this year, Russia's trade surplus was $120 billion higher than it was in the same period last year. It's double Russia's previous record set in 2008. That's what our sanctions have done. Remember when we were told that Putin would be crippled by sanctions? Liars. Rebel News reporter called Jeremy Lafredo just went to Moscow to see what is happening there. Turns out they're doing okay. What we're doing isn't hurting them, only us. Grocery stores in Moscow are not empty, they're not running out of food, and their food prices aren't bad either. Watch this.
Upon walking in, I was surprised. It seemed like not only a normal grocery store, but it was absolutely full of food. Barilla pasta, which you can get at any grocery store in the States, was stacked so tall that I would need a ladder to reach the linguine. But I remained skeptical, because surely the New York Times and the Washington Post wouldn't be lying. How expensive is everything? Russian stores could have food, but with inflation and shortages, items could be so expensive that no one can afford it. First I went to the milk aisle. Kefir, 1%, 2%, 3%, and even 4% milk, yogurts, and fake dairy alternatives. They had a lot of options. I got a liter of regular milk. It was 89 rubles, or $1.41. Then I made my way to the meat section. They had beef, chicken, turkey, pork, and even rabbit. I settled for a pound of ground beef, which was 175 rubles, or $2.78. The total for milk, eggs, beef, bread, and mushrooms was 499 rubles, or $7.92. Surprisingly, it seems the mainstream media is not being entirely truthful in regards to the effects sanctions.
Yeah, so the sanctions were actually to hurt us, not them, just in case no one knew about that. Rage Against the... I love the name. Former Twitter employee sentenced to 3 years in prison for spying for Saudi Arabia. A former Twitter employee has been sentenced for 3 years. Okay, and has been sentenced to 3 years in prison for the... It was for the Saudi royal family. NBC News, I don't know if I trust them, but anyway, reports that a former Twitter employee has been sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for spying on users on behalf of the Saudi royal family. I don't know if I trust this. NBC? They were the ones who cut Paul Pelosi's story off. Okay. Twitter employee Ahmed Abuamo in 2014, he's courting... Who did? Saudi government. In 2014 by buying him gifts and depositing money in his cousin's bank account. And then he secretly accessed the accounts of users who criticised the Saudi government and shared their email addresses and phone numbers with the government agent. I don't know. I don't trust NBC. But this is Breitbart, isn't it? Hang on. Maybe it is true. I don't know. But anyway, I'm torn between this one. I don't know. Pillow Time Pozo said, breaking, Elon Musk just hopped onto Spaces with a group of journalists and informed them that the same doxing rules apply to them and they are not special.
Well, as I'm sure everyone who's been doxed would agree, showing real-time information about somebody's location is inappropriate, and I think everyone on this call would not like that to be done to them. And there's not going to be any distinction in the future between journalists, so-called journalists, and regular people. Everyone's going to be treated the same. You're not special because you're a journalist. You're a Twitter. You're a citizen. So no special treatment. You dox, you get suspended. End of story. So and ban evasion, or trying to be clever about it, like, oh, I posted a link to the real-time information, is obviously simply trying to evade the meaning. There's no different than actually showing real-time information.
There you go. So he's telling them that they will be banned if they put any real-time information up. Fluffy Barrow said, Trump card activator, stay tuned. Apparently. There you go. The card, the digital card. That's the card, the Trump card. Trump card. Ready? Here we go. Okay, Batman says, ALP's common sense law, don't use gas, use more electricity. Half of all our coal-fired power stations have closed. We are desperately short of power and they want us to use more. And along with the electric vehicles, they want you charging them too. Brain dead, the 33% who voted for them. Are you awake yet? Yeah, see, this is... How can any logical person, any person with a thinking brain, how can they not realise this? They want to cut the gas off. They want to stop your burning wood fire, burning wood. And they want you to use electric vehicles to suck even more power out. So if you're running on solar and wind, you're not going to have much, I'm telling you now. You're not going to get very far at all. And that's the whole idea. That's what they want. Dinesh D'Souza said, I'm amused at the way the left freaks out when one of its Twitter gurus gets suspended. It's almost as if they are in disbelief. Wait, what? Censorship is only meant for our political opponents. I think it's very healthy for them to have a taste of their own medicine, Elon Musk. A lot of people are saying the same thing. Sophie Corcoran said the NHS is spending £40 million a year on diversity staff. That money should be going toward a pay rise for nurses, the people who actually do a job. What is diversity staff? That's just like getting your mates into positions of God knows what they'll be doing and paying them. Like, honestly, this is a useless job. Diversity staff. What a useless thing. Illuminati bot said the Elon Musk is the richest man in the world story is complete BS. It is, I know. The Rothschild family is worth trillions and these people have owned the banking system for 300 years. Elon Musk is not the richest. And people who, with their maths, are a bit confused, saying that Elon could everyone could be a millionaire if Elon just gave away all his money. Have they done math? You know, like actually calculated it? Doesn't work. There are 8 billion people on the planet. How are you going to give everyone $1 million each when he, you know, I don't get it. Their math doesn't work anyway. The Bradford Files said they laughed at conservatives who got banned for nothing. Now they're crying after getting banned for doxing. And Libs of TikTok said Taylor Lorenz just scrubbed her entire Twitter account because she doxed Libs of TikTok. What's Tay-Tay hiding? Oh dear. She hasn't tweeted. Tay-Tay just made her account private, and apparently now. Yeah, she's an idiot. Taylor Lorenz. No brain. Sorry, I just read that one. Eliza said Elon Musk has fired the legal team that has put the 2 minor survivors suing Twitter through hell. Good. They were unimpressive people, to be honest. Twitter drops law firm criticised by Elon Musk from child exploitation. Hang on. Case. Twitter Inc. is continuing to shake up its legal team, dropping a law firm that CEO Elon Musk disparaged before he bought the social media company and replacing it with a new one in a lawsuit over illegal content on the site. Silicon Valley-founded law firm Cooley was defending Twitter against claims, which the company has denied, that it promoted material on its platform depicting child sexual abuse. On Tuesday, litigation from Quinn Emanuel Urquhart and Sullivan told the 9th US Circuit Court of Appeals without explanation it will be taking over the case. Partners at both law firms declined to comment. Neither Musk nor Twitter, which has lost many members of its communication team, responded to requests for comment. Musk said on Twitter in May that his electric car company, Tesla Inc., wanted lawyers who are hardcore street fighters, singling out Cooley and another firm by name for having white shoe lawyers who thrive on corruption. Court records show Cooley was a go-to firm for Twitter before the Musk acquisition, representing it in lawsuits filed by disgruntled investors and people who had been banned from its platform. The Wall Street Journal in January reported that Tesla had pressed Cooley to fire one of its own lawyers, a former government attorney who had interviewed the tech mogul as part of a federal securities probe. Tesla and SpaceX stopped working with the firm after Cooley refused, the reporter said. And I've just put myself in front of it. Hey, Carl, thank you. Routers could not independently verify the report. Musk and Tesla also dropped Cooley and bought on Quinn Emanuel in December 2021 to defend the car maker against an investor lawsuit alleging Musk's tweet negatively affected the company's value. Oh, dear God. People trying to police speech, these people are just insane. The case is ongoing, apparently. Okay, so Elon's trying to get it removed as far as I know, and they wouldn't remove it before, the legal team, I don't know. Melinda Richards heard a new news report this morning that a food production has been recalled immediately following 9 people coming down with food poisoning. Huh? I guess food and those have different rules around safety standards, because only 9 people came down with food poisoning and they recalled that immediately. Yet we've got, what, hundreds of thousands of people injured. No recall on that. Alexandra Marshall said, listen up at woke inner city commie twats. If you owe your privileged existence entirely to those first few thousand convicts and free colonial settlers who travelled to the edge of the world to create this civilization. They built the society you tear down for Instagram likes. And that's to the people who live in inner city Sydney. They just, I don't know what they think, but not logically at all, again. Tom Fitton said, breaking major media scandal as legacy media outlets dox Elon Musk, placing him and his family safety at risk. And someone did go at Elon's car when he wasn't in it, but his son was, I believe. One of his children or a child was in there. And they caught video of the person. So I believe he's released that. Rando Grumpo said, let's not forget Paul Pelosi's friend seems to be in many of the wrong places at many of the wrong times. Are you ready for this one? I don't know if you've seen it yet, but Paul Pelosi's hammer pal, right? January 6 cameraman. Now you cannot unsee that, right? Oh, dear God. Okay, Chuck Costello said, report, son of alleged Paul Pelosi attacker David DePape claims Pelosi may have been holding DePape as a sex slave. Says his father is hardly a right-wing conservative. See? That's what I think this thing in Queensland's going to be, like something weird like this. They're trying to blame the right wing. Media dead silent. Paul Pelosi's attacker son suggests his dad was Pelosi's sex slave. Allegedly. I don't know. During an interview with the Daily Mail, Paul Pelosi's attacker, David DePape's son, suggested his dad was Pelosi's sex slave, adding that his father was hardly a right-wing conservative. DePape's son, Nebazvod Sky Gonzalez, asserted that his dad was not a danger to society as he described the life of... Sorry, I just spat while I was talking. The life of a trauma his dad has lived. There's almost no person on this planet that has gone through so much suffering. Oh, my goodness. Nebazvod Sky Gonzalez said, if you look into his eyes, you can see such a sad person. He isn't a danger to society. I don't even know if he even attacked Mr. Pelosi. For all that we know, he was some sort of sex slave, as Elon Musk pointed out, he added. DePape, 42, is due in court in San Francisco Wednesday for arraignment on state charges, including attempted murder, first-degree residential burglary, elder abuse, assault with a deadly weapon, and threatening family members of public officials in connection with the October 28 attack on Paul Pelosi, 82. He has also been charged in federal court. On the eve of the state hearing, his older son came to his defence. He often told us he was raised in an abusive home and would be physically abused by his grandparents, Sky, 19, said. Sky said that DePape told him his brother and his parents gave him up to his grandparents who were physically abusive. His grandmother dumped a pot of boiling water on him. A piece of his clothing melted into his flesh and scarred him for life, Sky said of his father, noting that his dad would swim all day in the ocean to avoid the abuse. He's a loner, Sky said. That's not the type of person he is, he said as he recounted the moment when he found out what his dad had done. I'm surprised about the whole thing, Sky continued. There's still a lot of info that hasn't been given to the public. I have no clue what happened or how it happened. There are more questions than answers right now. Do we even know what really happened? On the topic of political motivations, Sky said, my father had a lot of political views and told me about a lot of different things, but he didn't subscribe to either political party, Democrat or Republican. My father had progressive views, he said. He believed in human rights, equality and justice, and he was against the war. He was a peace activist, hardly a right-wing conservative, as he's been branded. Sky Gonzalez hasn't seen DePape in years. One day my father got into a fight with my mother and she kicked him out and we lost contact with him. The Daily Mail continues, he described DePape as the fun parent but admitted he contributed very little financially. The only job he has had for as long as his son can remember is making bracelets which provide little or no money for his family. Instead, he left the job as the breadwinner of the family to their mother, Torb, who is currently locked up in the California Institution for Women in Chino, California, for the attempted abduction of a 14-year-old boy. She will be eligible for parole next month. What is going on here? There's a lot more to this story, I think. What was that weird noise? I don't know if anyone else heard that. Maybe it was my stomach and I've got my headphones on, don't know. Yeah, so... Oh, it's gone back to the beginning. Oh, you bugger. Sorry, guys, just don't get motion sickness while I'm doing this. I do, my goodness. Okay, we're nearly there. Okay. Is that it? I think that might be it. Chicago Ray said when Trump talks, people listen. Well, they do, because they went off on the cards and, yeah, everyone's talking about it. What a stupid thing to do. Was that the important announcement? No, it wasn't the important announcement. Donald Trump Jr. said must watch, the censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed. It must happen immediately. Andrew Surabian said strong free speech platform for 2024 just announced by Trump. Banning the federal... I did read that, didn't I? Did I? Oh, let's read it again. Banning the federal government for policing lawful domestic speech. Firing any federal bureaucrat who is directly or indirectly engaged in censorship. And barring federal funds for universities that censor speech. That's what the announcement was. And there's more, but it goes for 6 minutes. Oh. Trump vows to ban feds from IDing domestic misinformation if elected. Yeah, this was his announcement. Guys, it was, I promise you. That's what it was, yeah. I did read it. That's what it is. So if anyone wants to take a screenshot, do it now. Because that's what the Restoring Free Speech Overview is, okay? Okay, so where am I up to now? I wanted to know if the Daily Mail said anything different in this Paul Pelosi thing. He's pleaded not guilty to charges of attempted kidnap and assault. Okay, the man accused of breaking into House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's home and battering her elderly husband with a hammer has suffered a traumatic life full of abuse, blah, blah, blah. He isn't a danger to society. I don't even know if he attacked Mr. Pelosi. For all we know, is some kind of sex slave, as Elon Musk pointed out. On the eve of the state hearing, yep, we did read that. It's pretty much, it's pretty much a repeat of what they've said. I mean, the other article repeated what these people said. Throughout his life, he's found it difficult to make friends. He's a loner. I reckon release the police body cam too. That would help. So, okay, where are we? Back here. You guys can still hear me and everything. I'm going to bring this over here. Okay, where are we? Hey, Deb from South Australia. I've got the live chat on. Hopefully I've got it all. Alex, how you going? Shannon, how you going? I'm Kai, how you going? Who else have we got? Out to lunch, how you going? Deb, Luna, how you going? Lucky you got a bag full of tops because you had a feeling you'd messed it up. Never thought you'd have to restart because a cat eats my work. That's a new one. And I can't put the comments on screen. I don't know how to. So on this one, I don't know if you can. So I am Kai, said extra cheese and a blunt. Alex said if you'd like to donate to Hev, please click. Oh yeah, the link in the description. It's pinned to in the comments. Deb, and who else have we got? Carl, how you going? Carl's asking, should he buy an NFT 45 digital card? If you want. Okay, what else have we? Who else have we got here? I hope I've said, oh, Darren, hello, how you going? Who else have we got? I'm back at we have left off in the comments. Sanatron, how you going? Alex said, good news, was talking to my brother earlier and he started asking questions. Wondered, does anyone have any suggestions for the best videos for the moon landing hoax? Hopefully someone's put something in there for you, but I'd search Rumble, but YouTube as well, because you never know, there might still be something up there. Oh, thank you, Shannon. See how that comes up? And if anyone subs to me, that's going to come up too. And what else is there? There's super chats, super stickers, subs. And I don't know what else it is. Oh my goodness. Michelle App, how you going? Carl said lazy cats. SNM said, hi all, and have your intro, like your intro music. Oh cool, thank you. Alex said, working all good, Hev. You can hear and see, excellent. Darren said, yes, both screens are clear this time. So you could read Twitter. You could read Twitter this time. That's what I wanted to know. Carl said, why does Hev have a headset, but the mic is up? Can hear her, she, her. Why do I have a headset? Because then I can't, if I don't, I can't hear what she's saying. I can't. Alex said, the picture looks nice and crisp too, Hev. Excellent. Shannon said, Ransom didn't kill herself. Veronica said, hi, Hev. Hello, all. Hugs from Yuma, Arizona. Hey, Veronica, how you doing? Sherry, how you going? People have found hidden cameras in motel rooms. Yes. I always, if I ever, and I try not to, use a public bathroom. Thank you, Deb. If I ever have to use a public bathroom, I'm always looking around like, dear God, you know, you never know. I don't know. I remember years ago they had them in the change rooms in some of our shops here in Australia. Oh, thank you, Luna. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, Darren said even your part of the screen is clearer than before, Hev. Okay, this will be the platform, or the, what do you call it? It's Streamlabs, not StreamYard, okay? So this will be the one that I try to go live off from now on. Alex said, I think it may be if we go in the panel with Hev, Carl. For that one, if I have a panel discussion or anything, I will have to use StreamYard. I don't know how to do it on here yet. But my son will be able to help me, and eventually it'll happen. And Shannon, God love you. One-time fee paid. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure a lot of the stuff they will, like they demonetize a lot of videos now. Obviously, that's coming, you know. Alex said, awesome, Shannon. Shannon said, pay to play with Epstein. Oh, God. Alex said, I can't wait till the truth comes out. Xenotron saying, Shannon, and boy, are they going to pay. Yep. Alex said, yeah, the noise of the donation. I think you can get the name to flash on screen too with Streamlabs. Yes, that's what I'm on. And I think it does come up. I'm not 100% sure. And thank you, Luna, again. Darren said, imagine if Epstein is the arrest that shocks the world, considering he's meant to be dead. Interesting, Darren, yeah. Xenotron said, when did Dershowitz get married? And was he on that plain island any time before then? Like before he met her? I think he's slippery. Yeah, look, some people do, and, you know, I don't know what to think. So I'm just sitting in the middle at the moment. Oh, God love you, Shannon. I'm just sitting in the middle at the moment, waiting for things to develop even further. I have suspicions, but I don't know if they're correct. So, yeah, I'll wait and see, yeah. Darren said, and fireworks. Yeah, little fireworks go off too. Oh, dear. And wait till you see when someone subs to the channel. Someone, I don't know whether to tell you to unsub and resub for me. Someone do it, one person. And see what happens. See what comes up on the screen. Okay. Where am I up to? 1 minute 50. 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 1 minute Alex said, you may need to adjust your screen settings though, Hev. Your picture is not over the right. Yeah, you messaged me that. Thank you, Alex. But when the Twitter is up, I'm better on that side. Do you know what I mean? When Twitter comes up, I'm really better off on that side because that's where the, like your bookmarks and everything, little panel is, and I'm out of the way of the writing. But when it's on an article, that's a different story, and I should move it. Yep, Rick said, please move your box to the other side of the frame so we can read it along with you. My apologies again, guys. Carl, thank you very much. And Deb, thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Hev. Make Hev cry again. Deb said, fantastic, Shannon. Don't worry. Shannon said, don't worry. Epstein says that to all the ladies. Deb said, awesome, Luna. Darren said, my cat is chasing Hev's mouse. Xenotron said, they're still redacting names. Shows they still haven't been dethroned. We just get scraps. Oh, but it's coming. I really do think it's coming. Luna said, Carl, honestly, I think us loving her as much as we do makes her heart sing and ends up leaking out her eyes. It does. And I'm sorry about yesterday. I ended up finishing the live stream, and then my daughter rang me, and she was having it again. And I said, I'm on my way, and we didn't know if she needed to go to hospital or not. And by the time I got there, it had stopped. So she went and slept for a while and just kept an eye on her and babysat for a little bit for a while she had a bit of a sleep. And yeah, and then everyone else turned up at the house, so then I was able, she just didn't want to be alone while she was feeling that heart thing, you know. So I'm just a bit worried about it, that's all. Like, well, you know, bit. Ah, dear, what do you do? And Deb, thank you. You've been love being part of the Hev family. Deb's been a member for 5 months. Amazing. Shannon said Ghislaine's hairdresser wasn't afraid of her, in fact mocked her. Lol, worst hair ever. I am Kai said groceries in and 2 pizzas cooking. I'm not racist, so there's Mexican cheese on 3 meat pizzas, hopefully very little human meat on it. I like to make my own now. Pizza. I don't buy a pre-made pizza. I will buy a base, if anything. Or now I want to make my own, and I have done so before, and it's actually a lot better when you make your own base. But if you're in a rush, I just buy a base and I'll add bacon and onion and everything on top. Anything I can think of, olives, mushrooms, I don't know, what is it? Pepperoni. I don't know, anything I can think of to throw on that pizza, I'm throwing on there. Except for like fish and meat, you just wouldn't put that together, you know. Alex said, this is a new setup, Rick. Hopefully it'll be sorted for the next live. Yes, I know now too, when I'm reading an article, I will move my little window over. My big fat head. Shannon said, okay, kids, fed first day of school holidays. Oh, yeah, it is too. Oh, thank you, Luna. Appreciate that. And Deb from before. I'm trying to call out everyone as they come in, so that way, in case I lose any in the comments, I've covered, hopefully, everyone. I'm getting a bit warm here. Hang on a sec. I had the heater on. There's a truck out there somewhere. I had the heater on because it was freezing cold this morning. And are you going to hide? Every time a car pulls up or anything, my cat runs and hides under the bed. Deb said, much love, Hev, God love you. And I'm Kai said, not scuttlebutt, just a guess, but 25th or 26th, I'm expecting something. Okay. Oh, thank you, Luna. Oh, appreciate you guys. Darren said, blocking part of the text is still much better than unreadable text. Yes. Sorry about that, my big fat head. In the way. Oh, dear. Hey, Menacing Muskrat, how you going? Cynthia, hey, praying all is well. You too, Cynthia. Paul P's incident was escaping sex slaves, so he attacked after cops arrived. Not funny, but funny. Yeah, it's very weird, but I think there's more to this story still. I really do. Oh, you're back on the bed. You realise they weren't pulling up in our driveway. It was sunny this morning. Now it's cloudy. I think it's going to rain. And 16 degrees Celsius today and 15 tomorrow. It should be 30. What's going on? Summer. We miss summer somehow. Or summer hasn't caught up yet. That could be. Alex said, no worries, Rick. I am Kai said, sorry, but I've never forgotten a face from a trauma. I don't know what you mean. Or maybe it was something I was reading at the time. I am Kai said, welcome, Rick. Demelza, how you going? Alex said, they all make me sick, weirdo freaks. The truth will prevail. Yeah. Whether or not that, this seems to be happening with a lot of people. As soon as you say the word groomer or pedo or something, people are going, no, don't attack the LGBT community. No, we're not. Unless the shoe fits. But we're not attacking the LGBT. We're attacking, there's straight men who are pedos. There is women who are pedos. It's not just the LGBT community. Not all of them. There are certain members of them, and probably the loudest ones. You know, the ones who are the activists that, push everyone. Okay. Oh, thank you, Deb. We also have, okay, this is just off topic completely. There seems to be a turkey, a wild turkey, in our yard most mornings. I didn't know Australia had wild turkeys. Christmas is coming. I've been feeding it bread. I've been throwing bread out and the turkey's eating it instead of the birds now. I've lost the birds, the turkey's now there. And a dog came yesterday into the yard and ate some of the bread. Anyway, just some random thing. We've seen a turkey in the yard for the last couple of days. I don't know if it's wild or someone's pet. I would like to know. Is that bad? Oh. Okay. Kai said, no, it's not a crime. Shannon said, Hev's not crying. Donate harder. No. Darren said, trauma can make you forget many details. In my youth, I was held up and couldn't remember anything about what the person looked like. It can work both ways. You will either vividly remember or a long time ago, something happened to me. And although I remember the kind of person the person was, I wouldn't remember details of the face. And he was this close. So, I don't know. Yeah, it can do both. I am Kai said, flat out wrong on a crime. Alex said, no, pedos are criminals. Leave the children alone. Exactly. And Shannon said, Miss Boying. Alex said, only a pedo would say that. That's what I think. If you look, it's criminal. Okay. So, if you don't think that, I'm wondering if, not you, that lady, I'm wondering if she's one because she doesn't think it's a criminal thing. Shannon said, Alex is pronounced pedo. Alex said they need locking up and the key throwing away. They will never be rehabilitated and they need to be exposed full stop. I agree. I am Kai said I was stabbed 19 times once, met the guy a few later, didn't go well for him. Yeah, well, as I said, sometimes you remember and sometimes you don't. It depends on the trauma. I don't know. It depends. I don't know. I don't even know what it depends on. Because some things I'll remember clear as day and other things I've forgotten. So, and I've been through a bit of trauma in a different way. Okay. Alex said, I know how it's pronounced, Shannon. I prefer scum. Yeah, they're swamp scum, these people. No, even that might have a good use. Because these people just don't. Alex said, pedo. David said, howdy, folks. West Oz in the house. How you going, David? Menacing Muskrat said, Shannon. I am Kai said, I call them targets. Darren said she's the one saying they are the kitty fiddlers. Yeah, she was assuming that. By saying that we're attacking the LGBT community, she is obviously saying that she thinks all the LGBT community are them, and they're not. You got gays against groomers, you got Blair White against groomers. We've got a lot of people who are from that community who are against what, and they should be standing up and calling it out. Everyone should be. Okay. Alex said, sorry guys, just saw red. How dare they try and justify it? There's no justification for that, I'm telling you. None. I am Kai, said Alex. We understand completely. Yes. Hey, Mrs. Out to Lunch. Hey, Hev. Hope you and everyone is well. You too. Mr. and Mrs. Out to Lunch. Fred loves Donna and Donna loves Fred. Darren said, what's your car insurance? A study revealed that thing people are more likely to cause. I heard that. You know what they've done? They've probably gone over the last few years, and because everyone was they've just done, oh yeah, that's how many car accidents. Okay, so now all the people are causing car accidents. That's how much they lie. They could do something that's stupid, and that doesn't make any sense. It's not even logical. But I heard that, Darren, too. Xenotron said a guy grabbed my breast in a lift once, said, come on, lady, just a feel. I still remember his face, but probs wouldn't recognise him now. But still, 10 seconds is enough to make an imprint. Yeah. It might be different, like, I don't know. How can I say this without... Most of you already know, but it might be different if you're beaten. Like, there might be some memory loss. Do you know what I mean? That's where I'm kind of coming from. Yeah. Yeah, just on a severe scale, because it can cause memory loss. Alex said, I can't bear these monsters hiding behind fancy words and trying to make it normal. I am Kai. Yeah, exactly. And Demelza said, hi, Mrs. Out to Lunch. I am Kai, said Alex. It burns me up too. Yeah. I know exactly how you feel. Don't you worry. It's like yesterday. I shouldn't have said what I said. Tear someone's head off. But, that's what happens when you're a mama bear. You can't help it. If you're a mama or grandma, you can't help it. You're going to protect your kids. Okay, Xenotron said, Alex, me too. They twist words to make us think one thing when it actually refers to the opposite. Yep. Alex said, children need to be protected, not objectified. They are precious, not a commodity. Exactly. And Alex said, hey, Mrs. Out to Lunch. And Darren said, hang, draw, and a quarter is the best way to deal with them. Hang, draw, and quarter is the best way to deal with them. Alex said, makes my blood boil. Yeah. Menacing Muskrat said, what a screwed up world. Yes. Because, we didn't notice them sneaking into these places of power when they did all this. We didn't even know. A lot of us, anyway. David said they love their buzz phrases, don't they? Conspiracy theorist, anti-vaxxer, and they have extraordinary talent for connecting the unconnected. They do. Mainstream media are the biggest conspiracy theorists there are. I'm telling you the truth. Because they put the most idiotic things together and you're going, how the hell did you get there? Seriously, how did you come to that conclusion? Weirdos. I am Kai said, Hodge twins on Instagram had kid basically cry out for help on live interview with this guy mum. Oh no. These people need to be. Because, look, when the public do find out all this, everyone's going to want to tear them a new one, as we do. Or as I do, anyway. I'd love to tear them a new one. But anyway, won't talk about that. They make me angry. And when you think back to some of the things you've seen and heard, like the child screaming, the Clinton tape, whatever, human Clinton, whatever, it really does. It makes you sick, it makes you angry, and you want to just... Oh, dear. Okay, what are we doing here? Where am I? Xenotron said David, or making the irrelevant relevant. Menacing Muskrat said the new normal. Alex said the devil doesn't hide anymore, Xenotron. Yeah, he's just right out in the open. And this is all these people with it in them. I am Kai said Abby normal. Alex said, blimey, not that old codger again, Biden, let's go, Brandon. Xenotron said, hey, Biden, how about getting some clean water to some of those villages before you send them technology? Yeah. John said, didn't receive the reminder, have to start from beginning. Hi again to Hev and all. You too, John. Alex said, hey, John, glad you made it. And everyone's saying, hey, John, welcome aboard the Hev train. How you going? Alex said, I switch off too when Biden comes on. Hev, I don't know why. I just sort of tune out automatically. It's like, he's going to put me to sleep if I try and listen to him. And it was happening anyway. I was just zoning out. But I did hear that he was given money to Africa for AI. Yeah. Alex said, shouldn't take too long to catch up on 2 times speed, John. Xenotron said, when I hear Biden speak, I hear a droning sound going croak, croak, croak. Yeah, it's not like what he's saying is, maybe it's the way he's saying it. But I can't even really put a sentence together when he's talking anymore. Because I'm zoning in, zoning out. By the time he said the next word, I'm already zoned out and back in again. I don't know. I just cannot concentrate on Biden. It's just not... Oh, I don't know. Menacing Muskrat said, we are under severe weather warnings. It'll happen on Friday. X-Files. Yes. Whatever happens will happen on a Friday. Alex said, don't forget to hit the like, folks. Yeah, you can do that, or you can do that. I don't care. It's always, the algorithm loves it anyway. And you're interacting, so it doesn't matter if you give me a thumbs down because that's still interaction according to YouTube. So Darren said, why pay Africa for past slavery? How about telling them to stop modern day slavery? David said, I, Xenotron, and of course we're all supposed to draw specific conclusions from it and not ask questions, or you're a terrorist too. I think their words are worn out now. Their words mean nothing. All these bigot, racist, homophobic, blah, 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 I don't care anymore. Call me whatever you want. Who cares? I've heard it. Oh my goodness. I am Kai said, the other channel I mod for, Bruce Cecil's very close to 100k subs. Any help would be... Is that 100k subs? Yeah? Would be greatly appreciated. Please subscribe to me. I would appreciate it. Oh, I still want to see what happens when someone subscribes. Whether something pops up on the screen or not. So anyone that's not subbed, you can sub if you like. That is while I'm live. It won't pop up otherwise, obviously. Okay, where are we? I am Kai said, be right back. Pizza's done. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. Bruce sees all. If he's close to 100 subs, if anyone wants to go and sub to Bruce sees all to help him reach 100,000 subs. I'm still losing subs. No, it's because YouTube keep knocking people off. I don't mind if people leave on their own, but not when you do it to them, you know. Xenotron said, and watch the bush and country towns where they can't clear the undergrowth. These environmentalists have no force. Exactly. Exactly, Xenotron. They're going to create bushfire hazards everywhere. Darren said, save the climate by burning oil. Out to lunch today, I'm Kai. Bruce is a deep thinker for sure. Menacing Muskrat said, what a great channel too, I am Kai. There you go. You got a few that are already subbed to him. Alex said, honestly, they're really trying to take everything, aren't they? Don't mention all the deforestation they've done over the years, though, along with pillaging and raping. But no, yeah, exactly. They clear land for people to build more high-rise and... Oh, God. I don't think it should be allowed. Alex said, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Kat said, actually just bought a house, so Klaus was wrong. Good on you, Kat. Xenotron said you can get a huge fine, thousands, for taking a piece of driftwood that is washed up on the beach. Greed. Yep. Out to Lunch said they will swing and we will be happy, more like it. Darren said removing trees increases the level of carbon dioxide. Yep. But you can replant. That's the thing. Trees are renewable in the way that you can replant them. You can't even recycle solar or wind, so how is it renewable? Do you know what I mean? Maybe my logic's off, but I really can't see the justification in that. I don't know. Alex said, hey, Kat, good for you. Keep hold of it as long as you can. Yep. Menacing Muskrat said, look up the definition for Schwab. Why do I kind of think it's like a swab? Hang on, look up the definition. I've got to move this out of the way. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. Oh, that's not how you spell it. I put an N instead of a B at the end. That doesn't work. Meaning. A Schwab is a person generally of the female gender who is a tart or dirty skank. To Schwab something is to make it extremely loose and or wide. Hang on. Okay, that's something I can't work that one out. That website. But yeah, that's what it means. As a noun, a Schwab is a person generally of the female gender who is a slut or a dirty skank. Or to Schwab something is to make it extremely loose and or wide. Is that what they're doing when they swab for the COVID? No, I don't know. That's interesting though. Menacing Muskrat. Kat said, I paid cash on good, thank you. Oh, good on you, Kat. Oh, good on you. Well done. Let's just say I'm very grateful to be alive. Good on you, Kat. Yoo-hoo. Big cheer for Kat. Darren said, how about they will own nothing and we will be happy? How about that? I'd rather that. Out to Lunch said, I'm so glad the sanctions are working so well. Yeah, they are working the way they wanted it to because it's against us, not them. While the elite still can get everything they need. Alex said, I was going to say it will be people with mortgages that suffer when they put the interest rates up, then repossess their home. You have the right idea, Kat. Yeah, if you can get it, like pay straight out, do it. Kat said, Paul Pelosi had a sex slave who hit him with a hammer, released the police footage, and we can all have a laugh. Exactly. David said, pre-Musk Twitter was a nest of treasonous vipers, it seems. Yes, definitely. Xenotron said, I bought 2 bags of food for $93, some corned beef and some chicken kebabs from the deli, and that was the only meat. I really got nothing much at all. It's scary because it's been a slow creep. Yes, I'm finding the same thing. I can go in and buy 2 bags of food and come out $100 and something later going, what the Jeez. Alex said, I saw that earlier with Elon. He didn't remove the whole Twitter spaces because of this. Didn't he remove whole Twitter spaces because of this? I don't know. Alex said, I don't trust Elon. I don't trust any of them. That's fair enough. Kat said, this is gold. CNN suspended for doxing Elon. Is son glorious? That's what I reckon, Kat. Alex said, I think Elon will get drunk with more power. He still wants to chip people and thinks he's given people a false sense of security. Okay, what if... Okay, this is going to be devil's advocate and I don't like doing this, but what if the chips are the med beds to fix people? What if they put it in and they can take it back out? You're not connected to the internet, but it fixes you. I don't know. I've heard this before. I believe I did hear Elon saying this himself. Maybe it was on a Joe Rogan podcast. I can't remember. But what if that's what it is? I've thought about this, and I don't know. Maybe if they could hook you up to fix you and then take it back out again, I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm against getting any bloody computer chips or anything, believe me. Or Neuralink, I don't want that, but I need to know more. Because I do kind of think that's what the med beds are. It's going to be a computer chip and not a... I'm hoping not, but that's just what crossed my mind, and I thought I might have to say something because what if it was? So I understand, Alex, you don't trust... Yeah, and I don't fully trust... I like what he's doing, but I don't fully trust him because of the Neuralink. David said there's really no need to trust any of them, Alex. It's just a case of eventually figuring out who's who when all the flipping is over and the pantomime ends. That's what I think. Yeah, Menacing Muskrat's going thumbs up. David said, buy an EV and you two can self-combust or get stranded in the middle of nowhere with flat batteries. What fun, hey? Yeah. Hey, Nether Wormington, how you going? Kat said, Elon and Twitter information war part of the plan. Apparently, yes, it is. Alex said, yes, quite, David. I just watch from the sidelines trying to evaluate everything as I've always done. So many snakes in the grass. Yeah, it can be hard to, yeah. That's why I sit back on a lot of things and think, oh, I'm not going to judge yet, kind of thing. I'm not going to say what, you know, this is it, because I don't know, until more information comes out. Shannon said, Matador Trump. Nether said, I'm still not allowed on Twitter. Yeah, my account still hasn't been reinstated, my bigger account. Alex is saying, hey, Nether. And Kat said, agreed, and I hate Elon being introduced as the richest man in the world. He's not. No, the richest men in the world hide their riches. They don't want to be out there in the public eye because they're the ones running from the shadows. They don't want to be well known. They want to be able to run from the shadows, you know, running everything in the shadows. That's what they do. Luna said, could you imagine attempting to do a massive road trip with an electric car? What a bloody joke. Exactly. And if you've got things in the back like your luggage, you're gonna need to charge more often. David said, Rothschilds are worth trillions that they too are owned. We don't know the names of the richest people. Alex said, exactly, Luna. Electric vehicles will never work in the long run, but like everything else, people will only realise when it's too late. Kat said, I admitted I followed that letter and Elon is part of the drops. Yeah, me too, Kat. Yep. I am Kaya said, gotcha on the TV. Gonna eat much love, guys. Have a good one, I am Kai. Shannon said, even worse with a smart meter on your house, they can stop you from charging your car at all. It's all about control. Definitely. Twitter Files 6 just released, Carl. Oh, my goodness. And Carl's been a member for 6 months. Okay, that might have to be tomorrow. And I might have to make a video tomorrow instead of doing a live stream. But I might do it as a premiere and sit in the comments with you guys. See how I go. Another said, just missed jail, lucky me, I am Kai. David said, the wicked lay stones in my path and friends who are snakes in the grass. Alex said, enjoy, I am Kai, see you soon. Alex said, oh dear, Nether Wormington, I hope you're okay. Yeah, that's... Darren said, yes, Shannon, thank you, Timmy. Oh, God love ya. Oh, my goodness. The big one. That's a big one. Thank you so much, all you guys. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I told myself I wouldn't today because I did at the end yesterday. Okay, thank you so much, Timmy. Darren said, yes, Shannon, the push for smart meters... I can't see. Hang on, my eyes are watering. Hang on. The push for smart meters is coming to fruition now. How many people were taken in and will have their supply cut off this winter? Another said, I'm sweet, thank you. Oh, good. Yeah, I wonder how many smart meters will be turned off. Nether said, hope you're well. Nether said, you're a moderator for Jay's Dreams. Shannon said, you do know that electric cars run on power from coal, lol, and the batteries are an environmental nightmare both to make and dispose of. Exactly, Shannon. Is that Job 19:8, David? I've been listening to the Bible again recently. Sorry, Timmy. God love you. Okay, Luna said, sadly, the stupid are running things in the world for now anyway. David said, lock your meter box, Darren, or they sneak in the smart in on you. I told them not to install. Later they came anyway, but I stopped them and fitted the padlock. Yeah, they better not try that on mine. Kat said, Twitter allowed many views, perhaps 1 million of an exploited 13-year-old boy who requested to have the CP removed and Twitter refused. Perhaps there'll be arrests. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, that is what I'm hoping. Oh, thank you, Shannon, for becoming a member. God love you. I hope there's arrests. Out to lunch said, where's Australia's Plymouth Rock? Plymouth Rock? Hang on a sec. How do you spell that? Images for Australia's Plymouth Rock bring up chickens. What? Poultry Australia. Dark barred Plymouth Rock, Evans chickens. Plymouth Rock. A comprehensive guide, backyard chicken coop. No, we only have, it's poultry. I don't know. Darren said, what about the Australian spinach causing hallucinations? Really? I haven't heard of that one. I don't eat spinach. Darren said, David, I never let them move my meter outside so they can't get to it. Oh, good. Mine's outside. David said, no, Alex, that's Mick Jagger of the album Primitive Cool. The song is Cowtoe. Senatron, Ari, cameraman and Pelosi, you've been served spiritually. You can't unrationalise what your eyes see. Oh, thank you, Deb. God love you guys. Honestly, you guys keep me going because YouTube are just letting the whole team down, mate. Really. Oh, dear. Yeah, the cameraman, you have been served spiritually. You can't unrationalise what your eyes see. Alex is laughing. Oh, David Morgan. Moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. Deb said, my family, Plymouth Rock, is Ballarat. Is it? Alex said, they all look like walking... Hang on, I've got to move this screen somehow. Oh, no, I won't do that because it'll put the camera and everything off. I need to tilt it slightly so I'm not doing this, you know. They all look like the walking embalmed, says Alex. Kat said, held without bail and they let everyone else get out of jail. Yeah, they do. They're letting the worst of the worst out too. They're letting pedos out and murderers out and rapists out and things like that, you know. Alex said, if you'd like to donate to Hev, please click in the blue banner above. Every donation's greatly appreciated. Always, always. Shannon said, what's under Ballarat, Deb? Where did the pedo priest Pell serve? I heard that was a setup. Pell. I don't know. Holy crap, I was way back in the comments. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm way back. How far? Hey Zal, how you going? And Timmy, and Emma likes flowers. Okay, I don't know where I'm up to, so I'm going to have to... Okay, here's one. Darren said, did anyone hear the weird story about the aquarium exploding in Germany? I haven't. And Alex said, I really hope your daughter feels better soon, Hev. Yeah. Oh, I hope so. I hope it's... Zal said, Hev, has your daughter given any consideration? It could be the thing. Yes. Yeah. And she did have it beforehand, but it wouldn't have helped. And she knows that, yeah. She's thinking too, don't worry. Out to lunch, exploding aquarium? Shannon said, not the first time I've been described as a member. Oh, God love you, Shannon. Not that kind of member. Alex said, if you or anyone would like to become a member of Hev's channel, please join the link. There you go. And Luna, God love ya. And awesome Luna, says Alex. I just got a bread machine for Christmas. I'll be making pizza dough too. Yay! Good on you, Deb. Oh, they're good. They're handy. They're handy. I mainly use mine for banana bread. I like making my bread myself. I don't know why. But I might use the kneading function on the bread maker and then take it out before baking. I don't know. Alex said, times 2, Luna. Out to lunch said, you're all so good to have. Yeah, you are. You guys, unbelievable. Shannon said, yeah, the link not working, Alex. Isn't it? Luna said, go into a sneezing fit and send Hev $5. Best sneezing fit ever. Oh my goodness, really? Alex said, thank you so much for your donations. Everyone's so kind. Definitely. Alex said, how is Hev's shirt coming along, Luna? I can't wait for her to show everyone. Yeah, that'd be good. Alex said, awesome, Deb. Sal said, it's climate change. Alex said, don't forget to hit the likes. Shannon said, can't work out how to be a member. Simone said, hello, Hev and Hev fam. Now they said, but they're trying to force it on us. Yeah, but don't do it. Just turn away. Don't listen. Oh, God love you, Shannon. Thank you. Are you on your phone, Shannon? Says Alex. Alex said, hey, Simone. How you going, Simone? Zal said, any gay or lesbians I know delete the whole wokeness around the LGBTQ BS. Yeah. Nether said, fatten the turkey up, then shoot it and eat it. I don't have anything to shoot it with. Bow and arrow? Would that do? Poor thing. That's what I was thinking of Christmas, you know. There's a turkey roaming around. I don't know. I just don't want it to be someone's pet. If it's someone's pet and I do that, well, that would be bad. Because they might want to eat it for Christmas. And Simone's saying hello. Nether said that's live. Shannon said yes, I'm on my phone. Luna said, Alex, I have to start again as the cat ate big hole in it this morning. I want to know how much and who gave the catnip. The catnip. The kitty ate my homework. I'm kidding. Deb's laughing, and I don't know what that is. The emojis, I can't tell what it is. A turkey, is it? Gobble, gobble. Davis said, neighbour's turkey here flies over the fence. Haven't seen it lately. Maybe someone grabbed it for their Christmas festivities. Alex said, if you're on a computer, Shannon, you can click the link and there should be a button that says join. If you click that, there should be able to follow the steps from there. Sal said it's the lefty parents supporting all this sickness going on at schools that are the problem. Yes. Shannon said, my daughter is on my computer. Alex said, oh no, Luna. Naughty cat, you should defo send that to Hev too. Hopefully it didn't take too long to make so far. Yeah. Shannon said, would chip a lube? Darren said, all this talk about groomers would make you think twice about where to take your dog. Oh, because we call them dog groomers. I hope they're not doing anything weird. I doubt it. Well, at least most of them. Deb said, I can't see the join, maybe because I'm a member. If I go onto my channel, can I see it and show you? I don't know. I can't see it either. Oh, yeah. Okay, if I go to my channel, right? That's my channel. Oh, God. And then if I go underneath this, over at the side here, it says join our members. That's just on, like, going in normally on my own channel, not through Studio. So you should be able to scroll down a little bit, maybe see it somewhere. I don't know. But you're already a member. I did see you become a member, so. Menacing Muskrat has put something, a link in there. I can't read it all. Little Miss Nintendo fan said pedo need to be tortured and killed. A hostile style, you reckon? Ruff said, one day I made ruby red salt bush jam. Took me years to find enough ripe and ready. I was hunting rabbits that day. Didn't get a rabbit that day. How you going, Ruff? Maybe next time you'll get a rabbit. Shannon said, Muskrat of manners. And out to lunch said, Donna, and I went, oh, when she said that. Oh. Shannon said, how's your man? Whose man? Alex said, if you are on your phone, click the X on the chat. Should be a join button under the video. If not, maybe wait until you can get on the computer. Little Miss Nintendo fan said, oh, and hi, Hev, sorry late. Had to watch last episode of Cracker. That's okay. Where did I jump to? Warrior for Christ, how you going? Hi, Miss Hev, much love from Michigan, USA. Good to see you, Warrior for Christ. Menacing Muskrat said he's good, Shannon. He's just glad he's back home. How is socks? Yep, that excellent. Okay, hang on. I think Shannon sent me socks. Have you? Oh no, it's something else. Treason's greeting with Trudeau's picture. Shannon said, I see in Canada comfort dogs now come with a noose rope around their mouths. Xenotron said, Ari, the memory loss. I think we disassociate and our memory gets stored in weird places in these moments. Could be. Shannon said, big attacking Chewy on the regular. Ruff said, ruby bread, salt bush, yum, bush tucker. And Deb said, hello, Warrior for Christ. And Luna said, 4 days of 7 hours of hand embroidery eaten by a cat that was as high as a kite. Oh, no, Luna. Oh, dear, no. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. Like, it's just because you put it, the cat was high as a kite. Oh, I'm so sorry. Darren said, if you're watching on TV, there's no way to join because there's no chat box to ask how. Oh, okay. Kat said, MSM, enemy of the people, like Trump said. Yes, exactly. And Warriors for Christ said, hello, beautiful souls. Darren said, that's a luxury meal, Luna. Out to lunch said, hi, Warrior. Menacing Muskrat said, heaven sent, I'm going to unsubscribe, then resubscribe. It may not have worked. Did it? Sal said, MSM shapes the minds of the gullible and they live in the role. They also slavishly defend the narratives. Deb said, yes, I now see the black hole on the bead. Alex said, oh no, Luna. Out to lunch said, menacing, I tried that. It doesn't show. I don't know why. If I test my own widgets, can I do it while I'm live? If I test my own widgets, when someone subscribes, that should happen. Why isn't it working? Okay. But that's what comes up. That's what I was wanting to show you guys, and it's not working. I'm going to have to work out with my son why that's not working. Pat said, my younger sister and I were held in a park by a pedo for a couple of hours and made it home, thanks to God. I'd never forgotten, and numerous approaches as kids means they were everywhere, believe me. Yes. I remember being a kid in cars pulling up, and my friend would notice before I did. She goes, that man's naked from the waist down, run. So we'd run. Ruff said, hello, Warrior for Christ. Zal said, hi, John, got a new motor. Hello, John, got a new motor? Cynthia said, oh, hearts. Alex said, oh my goodness, Pat, I'm glad you're both okay. Menacing Muskrat said, nothing happened, heaven sent. Yeah, I don't know why. I'll have to work on that. Kat said, Commonwealth ceremony, no, they don't hide the fact that they're worshipping Lucifer. No, they don't. Shannon said, put link up again. Alex, I'm on daughter's PC now. Kat said, he's not real. Biden, yeah. Luna said, I'll still send it to Hev and make it a part of the top somehow. Good on you, Luna. And Menacing Muskrat said, well, we've been sex spotted, Alex. Bloody bots. Ping off. Little Miss Nintendo fan said, Biden's face mask reminds me of Max Headroom. Yes. Lanazi said, howdy all. How you going, Lanazi? Little Miss Nintendo fan said, only Groomer's thumb down. Yeah. Exactly. Darren said, Biden glitches more than Max. Little Miss Nintendo. Yeah. Max Headroom. Yeah. Biden's glitching more than that. Luna said, beep, boop, beep, de flop. That's robot for piss off bots. Little Miss Nintendo fan said, so true, Darren. Alex said, I thought your subs had gone up again, Hev. Had they? I keep seeing them go down. Like, I don't know. Shannon said, this subbing thing is hard. Now I've got to create a Google account. Oh, Menacing Muskrat said, hello, Lanazi. Kat said, the best channels are suppressed by YouTube, ScrewTube. Yeah, they are. Alex said, Luna, she and bloop, bleep, bloop. Alex said, yes, Kat. I'm Kai said, I keep trying to get them over here too. I shill for all my channels. God love you. I keep trying to get yep. Lanazi said, menacing with a smile. I am Kai said, now my phone is greasy. Xenotron said, I heard that when the whites arrived in Tasmania, it was like a landscape garden. The original people knew how to care for the land. Oh. Thank you, Menacing Muskrat, for becoming a member. God love you. Alex said, everything they've been trying to palm us off is all nonsense designed to make them richer at whatever cost. They hate us and this planet. Kat said, oil in the earth renew and replenishes itself actually, but they lie and call it fossil fuels. Yes, I've heard that too, Kat. Darren said, solar is not renewable. The sun is slowly burning away its fuel. Reality Seer says, Fauci equals sickle. Imagine the irony. Alex said, Klaus Schwabby bum bum. Lanazi says, lol. Okay then. Kat said, we're watching a movie and it's starting to get good in my opinion. That's what I think we're up to, the parts where things really start to happen. And I've been waiting a long time. Alex said, that picture on the beach, haha, Schwab meaning. Yep. Lanazi said, and I thought Cox was rough name, lol. Yeah, no, not that bad. I know there's a lot of people with the last name Cox, yeah, so... Menacing Muskrat said beach photo, Klaus Schwab, yes. The beach photo with the lingerie type stuff on. Looking like a little lacy pouch over the ball bag. I don't know if it's got one. Doesn't really look like much of one. Okay, Alex said sick buckets. I am Kai said, unfortunately Musk is a CIA contractor. Alex said, I've been trying to eat less as I know it's going to get worse. I eat 1 meal a day, if that. Lanazi said, egg. Is that because of the price of food, Alex? Oh, you got to eat. You got to eat properly. Lanazi said, eggs $3 a dozen and up here now in Ohio. Yes, ours are, I don't know, if you get the no frills ones, which is like a supermarket brand, I think they're about $4 or $5 for the no frills ones, and then it just goes up from there for a dozen eggs. Darren said, calling someone cis is a heterophobic hate crime, but they use term cis white male all the time. That's heterophobic, racist, and sexist, but apparently okay. Yeah. How about we start saying that every time we hear that come out of their mouths now? That's a hate crime. That's a hate crime. Oh, dear. Alex said, I don't want to feel any more hungry than I already do. Oh, Alex, you need to eat, sweetie. Kat said, kitty stretch. I used to have cats, I miss them. Yeah. Alex said, maybe not such a great way to lose weight. Lenazi said, Mr. Smiggles looks so comfy, lol. Yeah, he is there. And Bella's right next to him, up a little bit. Alex said, do you think you'll get any more, Kat? They are so amazing, I think all animals are. Kat said, you shouldn't trust Elon because he's faking space and did not send a Tesla. I know that. I don't trust anyone 100% fully, don't worry. But I do like what he's doing. I'll support, and you know, if I see things that, like the Neuralink, that bothers me, then I'll be careful. Lenazi said, Alex, boo. Menacing Muskrat said, truly, Lenazi. Darren said, Alex, good food at good prices would solve the hunger. Speaking of, I'm starting to get hungry. Alex said, good for, yep. Ruff said, Puppy and a Puppies are doing well. Funny story this time, her name is Cooper Petey. Oh, good one, Ruff. Kat said, Alex, a friend of mine, a cat lady named Kitty, who's about 80 years old, adopted my cats. Now want a small dog, need a friend here. Menacing Muskrat said, richest person in the world is a quadrillion. Oh, my goodness. Quadrillionaire. Darren said, rather than a list of richest people, they should list the richest families. Lenazi said, the more weight in the car, the sooner you have to recharge. And God love you, Timmy. I thank you and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Everyone's saying thank you, Timmy, in the comments. Alex said, I get things like potatoes, onions, carrots, and make things like stew, Darren. I just don't want to get to the point where things get so bad I'm really struggling. Oh, Alex. I want to help you. Can I help you? Anyway? I don't know. I feel bad. I feel like you're not eating enough because you can't afford it. Oh. And everyone's still saying Merry Christmas, Timmy. And Shannon. He's a member now. Xenotron said, Timmy, Hev's going to cry. And Alex said, Shannon, you did it. And Menacing Muskrat said, Hev's eyes, I'm trying not to. I'm trying hard not to. Because I don't want to cry every stream. Oh, but I do thank you guys so much. And it's going to happen again. Here we go. But I do thank you guys so much. I really do. You don't know how much I appreciate that. Shannon said, okay, that was tedious. Warrior for Christ said, Timo, that was so thoughtful and beautiful. Yep, Timo is very, very good man. Menacing Muskrat, so how did you do that, Shannon? Deb said, bloody good job, Timo. Kat said, the world could have Tesla free energy and yet the governments in Europe torture their people. Even Ruff's calling out, Timo. Darren said, don't worry, Alex, the next planned pandemic will get here before the food runs out. Oops. Oh, I jumped again. I jumped. Oh, not that far now. Deb said, sent $2 super chat and said, for not catching yesterday. Oh, God love you. And Kat said, chickens, lol. Yeah, that's what the Plymouth Rock is in Australia. Chickens. That's what comes up. Lenazi's saying, lol. Out to lunch said, Plymouth Rock is where the Pilgrims landed. It says New York. It's in New York or something. Hang on. Plymouth Rock, a 40-pound, 18-kilo piece of the rock is set on a pedestal in the cloister of historic Plymouth Church of the Pilgrims in Brooklyn Heights, New York. I don't know. It doesn't give me any rocks. It gives me chickens and it gives me New York, Plymouth Rock on Wikipedia. I don't know. Warrior for Christ said, Deb. Oh, God love you, Deb. Shannon said, oh, yeah, that T-Rex made it all worth it, jelly poo. Yeah, I didn't change the T-Rex one. Thank you so much, Deb. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't know what to put in. I'm going to get creative and start doing different things. Out to lunch, said Christopher Columbus, that is. And Deb's showing chickens. Alex said, I lost both my dogs and now I foster 6 cats, although I'm so attached to them now, cat. And yes, I mod for J Dreamers. If you asked that, I thought I'd seen you over there. Menacing Muskrat said, cool looks, Trudeau shite. Shannon said, they already turned my solar off. Oh, really? Darren said, both Plymouth Rock and Plymouth Rock chickens are American. There you go. Alex said, awesome, Deb. Kat said, J Dreamer is amazing. I'm learning so much. It's my goal to learn. Shannon said, no fake crying, Hev. Let the salt flow. Now I'm trying to hold it back. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to cry again. I had tears in my eyes. I just didn't let them spill. Okay, I tried to swallow. Stop. Maybe I shouldn't, but I did this time because I cried yesterday and I don't think it's good to cry every day on stream. Alex is laughing at Shannon. I am Kai, said Alex. I'll watch out for his next show. Pat said, my granddaughter was having the same problems as your daughter. They put a pacemaker underneath the skin. She's really much better. Stress is bad. That's what I'm wondering, because she's got 3 kids and she's trying to work a full-time job, and it's insane. And they're young kids. They're not like, I waited till my kids were a bit older before I went to work. I don't know. I think it's too much. Senatron said, Darren, perhaps it won't be as bad. They have planned for a massive drop in population. Demand won't be there. I cry about that sometimes. Nazi said, way far, Hev. Kat said, I hear the train whistle and I'm sitting outside in Florida next to the canal. This is so much better than living in Bellevue, Washington, land of the gates of hell. Oh, my goodness, yeah, Florida would be much better. Shannon said, Heb's using her Zoom functionality. I am moving her head closer to the screen, lol. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, because I'm trying to read. I need to tilt the screen so I can read it properly without trying to get in on it. Alex said, that's awesome. Kat has so many great segments. I try and join in, but not always easy as I'm in the UK. Juniors, Mrs. I don't know. JRS, MRS, MB. Says MB. Hey, how you going anyway? Shannon said, okay, next task is to start talking about food and make Hev hungry. I'm already there. Ruff said, sorry, Hev, had to hide my credit card from myself at the moment. I possibly got married today. I'd done it once before. 3 kids, 1 grandchild, expensive. Oh, Ruff. That's fine, honestly. Thank you so much for what you've done. Darren said, Zena, the population only needs to drop by 1% to put things on the right track. Lanazi said, Shannon Spear, lol, let's go, haha. And Shannon, thank you again. Xenotron said, Darren, I guess they made a slight miscalculation then. Kat said, Ruff, what's possibly married? Alex said, I've seen you over there too, I am Kai. Out to lunch, said, Ruff, really? Deb said, I'm having butt bubble and squeeze egg and bacon. What's that? Lanazi said, I just had turkey sandwich for dinner. Too tired to cook today. Oh, yeah, I'd love a turkey sandwich. I am Kai said, a few times, usually asleep though. Kat said, I spend way too much time staring at my phone every day. Oh, don't we all? Although I try not to now. I try to put something on, and I like long videos so I can listen for a long time and go and do my stuff while I'm listening. Shannon said, next we must make Hev sing. Don't worry, be happy. Lol, that should do it. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. I forgot the rest of the words. Landlord say your rent is late. He may have to litigate, but don't worry. Be happy. You need the music. Oh dear. Cass said, that's why I need the little dog. Deb said, where's the gingerbread? Oh, I haven't made it yet. Sorry, I've been running down on my daughters a lot because of her heart, and I just don't know when I will be able to, but you never know. It might just pop up suddenly. Alex said, sounds like you have a wonderful new place, Kat. Yep. Lanazi said, Shannon Spear, lol, you're ornery tonight, lol. I am Kai said, I got 10 small dogs, all spot rotten. Shannon said, bubble and squeak. Oh, yum. Alex said, your dogs are so cute, I am Kai. Kat says, small house at a great location. 1,300 square foot. Who needs more? Not me. Lanazi said, I have one kitty, Cleo. I'd be lost without her. I am Kai said, Jodie is my favourite. Hey, Selena. How you going? Alex said, big places only cost more to heat. Yeah, they do. Shannon said, wow, this is just like Q Future Proof Past. I remember one day I'll be a gold member. Oh dear. I should put another level in there. A higher one. Not that you get much for it, but sometimes you get the odd video early or something. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm such a letdown. Darren said, Alex, Kat will spend more on cooling. Yeah, than heating. Yep. It being in Florida. Deb said 10:11 a.m., 20 degrees Celsius, still not moist. Kat said milestone around the neck for pedos according to the Bible. And Ozzy said these sick have with animals too, so there's that. I learned that in my research. Yes, I heard that too. That's what I mean. I'm having trouble just keeping a lid on myself at the moment. I just want to... Don't let me loose around them. Oh, it wouldn't look good. Constitution Advocate said that makes no sense. Why not just release it? All this person is doing is setting themselves up to be Epstein. I call BS. You never know. Yep, you could be right. Shannon said, Shannon sees Hev touch phone, sends sneaky meme text. Yes, that's what you did. It keeps going off because Rumble is letting me know, like, people are going live and this and that and everything else, and it's like, okay. Alex said, hey, Constitution Advocate. Kat said, there's a well in my yard, but you can't drink the water. Bummer. Oh, really? Darren said, that's the only problem, Kat, sulphur water. Oh, okay. Dana said, another great video on chat, Heaven Gang. Thank you, Dana. What's the temp there, Darren? It was -8 degrees the other day, but only -5 just now. Cold. Luna said, Hev, don't feel bad for laughing. I did. I did feel bad for laughing. I am Kai, said Dana with hugs. Kat said poem. Alex said, hey, Dana. Dana said, hey, Alex. Darren said, -3 degrees Celsius, but we're quite shielded here, Alex. Shannon said, I got a dancing T-Rex. It worked. Alex said, that's not too bad, Darren. I dread to think what it's going to be like in the thick of winter. Reality Seer said, Elon tweeted, follow the white rabbit. DC is afraid. Exactly. Actually, he tweeted follow, it was a grey rabbit, actually, but might have looked white, but he did. And they said he's a QAnon. I would think that was hilarious if Elon was... Wouldn't you think that was hilarious? They said you're going to laugh when you find out who it is. Interesting. I don't know. They didn't say he was that person. They said that he was part of the movement. And I just put 2 and 2 together and thought, imagine if it was him. Now, that would be funny. Seriously. Kat said, I've seen many videos of Biden and co. They're clearly CGI, but people think they're real. I am Kai said, Brandon always looks like a flashbang grenade went off in his face. He does. He always looks like, I don't know. He's got a weird look. Darren said, winter hasn't officially started yet. Oh, really? I am Kai said, Greasy Phone is worth reporting those bots. Darren said, oh, is that wishful thinking, Kai? Alex said, yay, Shannon. Yay, Muskrat. Yay. Welcome to members level, Muskrat. God love ya. Thank you, guys. Shannon says, speaking of T-Rexes, you would think the world had better vision due to their short arms, therefore... They would have better vision due to their short arms, therefore inability to play with themselves unless they have a huge eggplant. Menacing Muskrat said, I'm green, just trying to keep up with Shannon, lol. I am Kai said, started Darren, we are in for it. Yep. Alex said, hey, reality seer. I am Kai said, I found a tick today too. Oh, really? Deb said, awesome, menacing. Shannon said, it's not easy being green, Kermit, 1980s. I remember that. It's not easy being green. And that's about all I remember. Alex said, loads of government members have dodgy names here like Matt Hancock, Boris Johnson, Dominic Cummings. Yeah, I know, there's just, I don't know. Darren said, this movie better not be like Game of Thrones, 6 seasons build up just to screw up everything in the end. Oh, I hope not. Darren said, Alex said, I'm sure they're trying to troll us. I am Kai said, Darren, I know, right? Menacing Muskrat said, Klaus Schwab picture, I just wondered what his wife is wearing. Yeah. Yeah, if he's wearing the lingerie, what's his wife wearing? Sherry said, MSM is just one big mind F game. That's all they're there for. I believe so too. Sherry, yep. Whoa. Where'd I go? I jumped again. Okay. Okay. Thanks for correcting your screen share. Jill said it's no longer blurry. Sending love from Louisiana. Thank you, Jill, thank you. And thank you for letting me know, guys, because that was bad. And it's funny because StreamYard will only let you upload in 720p, where this lets you upload at 180p. 180p. So it's much better. Darren said, yes, Alex, because writers like to play about with character names. My stomach's going nuts. Shannon said, I've succumbed to Hev's Green New Deal. Oh, my Green New Deal is, there's not much there. It's free speech and do whatever you want. No, not do what thou wilt, but I mean, within reason, you know, within the law. Deb's laughing at Shannon. Luna said, with the price of everything, I don't eat much. I prefer to give the food to my kids and know they're going to bed with full tummies. I make sure to at least eat 1 meal a day. I know the feeling, Alex. I've done that too, Luna. When I was younger, and yep. I would go without just so my kids could eat. It's not easy being green. I am Kai said, in the end it may come down to the dirt. Shannon said knowingly. Sherry said same here, Luna. David said 1 meal a day is a warrior's diet. I've averaged 1 per day since 1982. I used to do that, and I found that now I have to eat or I start feeling like, whoa, holy shit, I'm going to pass out, I'm going to be sick or something, I've got to eat. I am Kai said, Evelyn, we are family. God love you, Deb. Alex said, I'm okay, Hev, just try and eat moderately because I think it's going to get really bad. Maybe not like Zimbabwe when their bread was like 1 million Zim dollars. They're going to try and crush us. I don't think I think it's starting to turn now in a big way. And I don't think it's going to get to that. We might have shortages of certain things, but I don't think we're going to be stuck completely. I'm just growing my own because I don't want anyone else growing it for me. I want to know what's in my food, but yeah. And I kind of think that's probably the way to head after all this is over, you know what I mean? I am Kai said, I've prayed several times to be taken and ended if it would fix all this, yeah. Well, I'd take my daughter's place if that came to that. I would want to. Because the kids need her. They're only little. Awesome, Deb Richardson, says Alex. Deb said, I'm so sorry, Alex. I've been talking about food. Alex said, hey, Jill. I am Kai said, I'll have. Lanazi said, hands hurting, but I'll be listening. Love to you, Hev and all. Oh, look after your hands, Lanazi. Ruff said, Alex, if you need something, just ask. I have good friends in good places. Just ask through Hev Sent channel. Lots of love to you. Yeah, Alex, if you ever need help, please reach out. Please, please. Don't sit there going hungry, please. Alex said, yes, Luna, sometimes I feel too stressed to eat, but I love to cook when I cook. It's a good, wholesome meal made with love. Good. Darren said, I wish I'd learnt archery so I wouldn't have to face fish every day. Actually, I've never fished either, so I'd probably starve. I've gone fishing and I've done archery when we were younger at school camp. And I was quite good at it, and I really enjoyed it, archery. I also enjoyed, like, target practice with guns as well when we were young, because we were allowed to have them then. I enjoy that. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weird woman, but I don't know. According to most Australians, I am, apparently. Luna said, that's the same, eh? Luna said, okay, note to self, finish typing before you hit send. I am Kai said, Darren's self-taught regardless what they say. Alex said, thank you, Ruff. I truly appreciate it, but I will be okay. God has always provided me with what I need. And Alex said, I love that song. Don't worry, be happy. Yep, I do too. It's one of my all-time favourites. I've got a lot of favourites. Don't mind me. I used to love music. Everywhere I went and when I was home, music was on. I am Kai said, archery 10 foot at a time. Fishing, I'd rather die anyway. I am Kai said, not a fish fan. David said, I'm not bad with the bow and arrow, Darren, but it needs a new string. I gave up fishing because I felt sorry for the fish. Darren said, I hate most fish. I like fish. I don't know. I like clean tasting fish. Not when it tastes so fishy that you're going, I don't know. I like it to taste more like the seawater. You know where it come from? I might be weird. And Deb's saying little music things and awesome Hev. Sherry said, I saw a video that said Elon chips are not ready. 20-some monkeys were chipped and over half have died. The chips are not safe. I am Kai said, David, Fishbrain doesn't have a pain centre. Darren said, I probably have to get some fish for the cats. They insist on variety. That's a good idea, actually. Alex said, I'm so grateful. Where'd it go? Oh, hang on. I've just jumped again. I'm so grateful I have a roof over my head, beautiful cats, a wonderful family and great friends I can speak to each week. Okay, Alex, even if you need help with your cats, let me know, please. You know, if you need help at all, please. Deb said, what about the pigs that were chipped on TV? I'm Kaya said, Alex. David said, yes, most fish don't excite my taste buds. Darren, barramundi cooked just right is a delight though, but only had that once. Another time it was so badly cooked it didn't even taste of barramundi. Yeah, barramundi's beautiful with the lemon and butter on it. Mm-hmm. I'm making myself hungry now. And herbs. I am Kaya said, Alex. It'll get thin. We will help out through Hev. I will anyway, so don't hesitate. Yeah. Like anything, if you need food for the cats or something, or just reach out, Alex, please. Darren said, Elon is geeky enough to be him. I'm kind of thinking it could very well be, and I think we would all laugh if that was the case. Pigs are chipped, delicious. Fish and chips, pigs are chipped, delicious. Deb, chipped pigs remind me of that restaurant at the end of the universe in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, that talking meal. Lol. Danny said, hey you gang, missed your... Mailed off your Christmas card today, Hev, but couldn't remember your last name, so I guessed. But forgot the first name right. But I got the first name right. It'll still get there, don't worry. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. I'm Kai buffering like mad here. Oh, Darren said cod is a good fish, but that nasty fishy taste. Yeah, I don't so much like that as one that tastes like salty water. Maybe I should just go and drink the ocean. Not good for you. Okay, Alex said all the cats have woken up and started piling into the living room. Danny said, McInerney was my guest, lol. I actually remembered it now. I won't say it here, but yesterday when writing out the envelope, for some reason I assigned you a famous general's last name. Lol, but it's apt. Thank you, Danny. I love that. Shannon said, the Duna has eyes. Alex said, it's like a stampede. Oh, shoot, it jumped again. It's like a stampede when they get going. It would be with 6 of them. Dave said, I got used to it while on the road with my super glide and tent in the early 80s. Sometimes you don't get much time to eat when you have a long ride every day. Yeah. I don't know. Something happened with my stomach. It went really bad. It went south for a long time. So that's probably why I get a bit funny when I don't eat properly. I start going, whoa. Alex said, where has your green name gone, Shannon? Darren said, maybe they're hungry, Alex. Alex said, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Love you all. Oh, God, love you. Shannon said, David Morgan, we target King George Whiting. Alex said they would never go hungry, Darren. Danny said, ditto, Alex. Luna said, I miss hunting and making rabbit stew. Yeah, I wouldn't mind hunting a turkey. If it's not someone's pet, that is. I'm going to have to ask around. I'm going to have to do some research. Do we have wild turkeys in Australia? Because there's one that keeps turning up in my yard. It's dark, like black, nearly. I don't know. Where am I? If fish smells or tastes fishy, I think that means it's going or gone off. That's what I think. That's why I don't like the real fishy. The smell will turn me off. And then my taste buds will go, no freaking way in the wide world, you're not eating that shit. Oh. I'm Kai, I'm old enough. I don't eat much, though I look younger than 50-ish. Davis said I was in a small ball rifle club in England. Could put 2 through the same hole in 25 yards with my grandfather's Walther. Very good. Pat said, we love you, Alex. Guess we are used to living on the bread line. We know how to do it. I am Kai, said Pat is correct. Alex said, love you too, Pat, Ryan. And yes, I think we learn to cope through everything. Well, it does make us stronger. As hard as it is, it does. I am Kai, said I could drop some jokes on fish smell, but I digress. Yes, please don't. Danny said, by the way, Brunson's received approximately 4,000 copies of letters to SCOTUS today. I didn't look up that thing. I'm going to have to do that today after I finished. Shannon said, and you can also... I had to run out yesterday after the stream because of my daughter. So I wasn't doing anything but getting down there and then, you know. Shannon said, you can also eat your cats if it gets dire. I personally went through college just eating cats in a different way. Oh my goodness, Shannon. Darren said, now to see if the drop saying they have it all lines up with the acquisition of... Yes, Darren, that would be interesting. My indoor plant project is coming along. I have started tomatoes. What is it? Kooks, basil, dill, lettuce, parsley, and thyme. Good on you, menacing muskrat. Hey, Keck Rangel. Yeah, I'm still here. Greetings, Heb, still here. I am Kai. Shannon is correct. Darren said, no, Shannon, you can eat as much cat as you please, but leave the cats alone. I don't know if anyone knows, like, if you can't see the comments section, you may not get what we're talking about, but they're being rude, okay? And I'm just not saying it that way. I'm saying cats instead of the other word. Keck Rangel says, greetings, Alex. Shannon said, Keck Rangel, ree. Everyone's saying hello. Alex said, I know, Shannon, never that cats are for loving, not eating. David said, bought fresh fish in chips with my girlfriend at Canberra Sands in 73. By evening, we were settling into a night of throwing up from food poisoning. Oh, no. Even that, I'd rather catch fish myself. Unless I can ask the fishmonger, can I smell that? Oh, no. And it's bad when you get some pre-packaged fish and you open it and go, oh, for fuck's sake. It stinks. I'm not going to eat that. So I throw it outside and the birds and the cats eat it, so... Yeah. Keck says, greetings, Shannon. Luna said, Hev, that sounds like a scrub turkey, does it? Is it? Do we have wild turkeys in Australia? I didn't know. How did I not know that? Because I haven't lived in the bush for a long time. I am Kai, said Keck, any scuttlebutt? Shannon said that went over Alex's head, lol, maybe for the best, naughty, naughty, very naughty. Danny said, looked it up, Australia does have turkeys, they're called Australian brush turkey. Yep, and Luna said they're a scrub, we may have slang for them called a scrub turkey. Okay? I am Kai, said dirty-minded old man. Darren said, fish and chips has to be from British Chippy, good with mushy peas too. Oh, yeah, I'm getting hungry again. Alex said, oh, dear, Shannon. Deb said, oh, my God, Shannon. I'm Kai, said, there it is. And Alex is laughing. Where am I? Davis said, Canberra Sands had British chips, lol. Keck said, not much except the Paul Pelosi. This was that the Paul Pelosi thing was kinky sex job and they did not show the reporters the cop cam footage. I think something's going on, something weird with that, to do with that, I think. Probably a slave. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. Alex said, probably good you can't see it. Shannon said, nearly got Hev. I am Kai said, yep, escaped sex slave. Darren said, maybe David, but our cod wouldn't be fresh by the time it got there. Keck said, they're always hiding the TV in the courtroom away from the reporters, so we'll have to wait till the jury members say what they saw. Alex said, you cheeky boy, Shannon. Menacing Muskrat said, boys will be boys, lol. Yep. That's why I don't mind, as long as you're not too rude and graphic, I don't mind you saying things, but I will rephrase it. Carl said, I've been listening to the entire stream. Well done, everyone, for your Yes, thank you so much. I'm trying not to. I don't want to cry again. But I really do appreciate it, guys. You know that. You don't know how much you help. Awesome, Shannon. And Shannon's saying, Mohap, Michelle Obama, has a pee-pee. Shannon said, we sure got bush pigs. Yeah, we do. That's what they used to call women who slept around a lot. Bush pigs. Or was it? Yeah, I'm sure it was. Alex said, I know Hev's caught up. I am Kai said, when this is done, it's a lake by a mountain somewhere for me and see your world. Yeah, exactly. Luna said, yes, we do have them brush turkeys. Most Aussies call them scrub turkeys because you often find them in the scrub. Alex said, intermission? But if I did that, what I'd have to do is, I'm going to end it anyway soon. I should have done it earlier, after an hour. After the news. How about I do an intermission after the news from now on, then read the comments? I don't know. David said, it certainly wasn't fresh that day, Darren. We figured it would be okay since we're at the seaside. I was only 22, a bit naive, I guess, but certainly a lesson to remember. And Shannon said he doesn't mind a bit of bush. Turkey? I added that bit. I added the turkey. Alex is like going, oh, and then laughing at Shannon. I am Kai said, Alex, wrap up now. Day, maybe hours. Keck said, all I can say is that if that is the case, then it is reenacting of the cringy artwork that President Clinton put in the White House when he was president, and the TV reporters then used to say. Alex said, this is always such an amazing chat. You guys are amazing. You guys deserve a medal. Especially if you've listened all the way through this. God love you. Okay, what's... Oh, God love you, Timmy. Again. Oh, God love you guys. Oh, you're so sweet. Darren said, David, you have to get food poisoning once to understand how terrible it is. I don't know if I've had it and don't want it anyway. Deb said, bush pigs or bike? Shannon said, Shannon kicked out of membership for innuendo. What? What? Did you not get in, Shannon? What happened? Heaven sent, do the box, stick and string trap for the turkey. Yeah. Darren said, if they used to call them bush pigs, what are they called when they wax? I don't know. Alex said, that could work. Separates the horrible bits from the fun chat. Timo said, does YouTube take a huge portion of these donations? I figure maybe so I'm sending again. I'll donate through Stripe. Perhaps is that best? Yes, through Stripe is best. YouTube do take 30%. So through Stripe is better, especially on larger amounts, because then they're not going to like take a big chunk out of it. But yes, the Stripe is always better, and I don't know if the link is working in the it's pinned to the top of the chat, and I don't know if it's working. If it's not, it's always in the description of my video anyway. But thank you so much anyway, Tim. I really appreciate it. Keck said that Clinton was so sophisticated and mid and modern for having cringy gay S&M artwork in the White House back then. This is nothing. Yeah, now this is nothing. Keck said now. Alex said, awesome, Timmy. Yeah, thank you so much. You guys. I don't know how to thank you enough. Shannon said, bush chooks are emus. Are they? And Deb said, God bless you, Timmy. And Darren said, Deb, we call them bikes. Luna said, have I stay till you turn off your live? Oh, God, love you guys. Xenotron said, Alex, what do you call horrible? Shannon said, Tim, Mags, late fee paid. I am Kai said, gonna teach the boy to pan gold and just be. Oh, yeah. Alex said, I got food poisoning from McDonald's 4 years ago and never ate it again. I've been sick after eating food, but I don't know if it was actually food poisoning. Never went to the hospital or anything, just dealt with it, and I don't know. Menacing Muskrat said, Brazilian bush pig, wax bush pig. Alex said, just the news. Xenotron, it always seems horrible these days. Darren says, Hussey was another name, but not the lady Hussey that just had to resign. I am Kai said, good night. Oh, good, Alex. McDonald's is Soylent Green, most burger. If you have to go to McDonald's and it's still iffy, buy a fillet of fish. They're still iffy because they can smell fishy and be all awful. But at least, you know, that's not human meat. Carl said, Shannon giggity. Pat said, love you all, have a wonderful Christmas. Deb said, I just spat my coffee menacing. Shannon said, Carl, lol. Davis said, I think I'd prefer going hungry before eating McDonald's. Yeah, but if you do, okay, say you're really, really, really hungry and you're going to pass out like I do if I'm out and I can't get something to eat quickly, then buy a fillet of fish. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. If you have to go to McDonald's, at least the fish looks like fish. I don't know. Zentron said, oh yes, but it is necessary to be aware. Alex said, I used to eat McDonald's all the time, then stopped for ages. Then when me and my ex-partner ate it, we both got violently sick. Never ate it again. I am Kai said, Yardbird, only pretty much chicken. Shannon said, Deb's a splitter, not a... Oh. Shannon. Selena said, what if those med beds nullify the part of your brain that believes in God? Oh, yeah, I don't know. You'd have to know the ins and outs and ups and downs and everything. Alex said, McDonald's looks like it's full of tubes. Deb's laughing at Shannon. Iron Kai said, bad, Shannon. Cat Grangel said, don't eat babies at McDonald's. Zentron said, Selena, I think the other thing has already done that to other people. Alex said, tubes and tendons. Darren said, mild food poisoning just gives you upset guts. Bad food poisoning can be excruciating and painful and can be lethal. Okay. I've probably had it, but mild, I'd say then. I don't know. I am Kai said, Keck, exactly. Keck said, better yet take some munchies with you. Better yet take some munchies with you. I am Kai said, so horrible. Timo said, oh my God, 30%, you get taxed on top of that. Dear God, these people are having a thrive. Yeah, they are. They're thieves. And have the bare-ass cheek to demonetize you. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe they do what they do and they get away with it. Deb said, don't bother getting a fillet of fish. It was so bad, it's so small. Really? Alex said, I would sooner eat the bark off trees and touch any top McDonald, Burger King, etc. I got you. Lena said, I tend not to do any takeaway. Since not doing takeaway, I don't get food poisoning. Exactly. I am Kai. Chicken whole. A Casinofa. I know what it looked like. Deb said, medbeds are like on Star Trek. Davis said, I don't get the fading feeling from not eating. I went without solid food for 6 weeks once, but by then I was challenging God, so they locked me up in a loony bin. Oh, no. I couldn't. Now, I have trouble not eating. I really do. Shannon said, would now be a bad time to say the word slippery slope? No, it's always a good time to say that. Darren said, Alex, they would prefer you eat the bugs living under the bark. And Dave said, lol, Shannon. Oh, God love you, Luna. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Has that popped up yet? I didn't hear the little ding-ling-ling. Or does it take time? Maybe it takes a minute or two. Because I haven't been caught up, so I don't know how long it takes. Selena said Xenotron for some, yes. Shannon said David gets it. Deb said Witchetty, yeah, you can eat Witchetty grubs here in Australia. Apparently they taste like peanut butter. Who knows? Good point, Darren, said Alex. Shannon said, nutty bug. Yeah, that's what they're supposed to taste like, peanuts. Witchetty grubs. Deb showing the love to Luna. Alex said, awesome, Luna. Yes, thank you so much, guys. There it is. It takes a little while. Okay, fair enough. Thank you so much, Luna. Menacing Muskrat said I'm a grazer. Stargazer. Alex said, I think there is a 20-30 second delay. Yeah, I think there is. I think there is too. Tim S. said, haha, RE McDonald's, I've actually recommended a severely constipated patient of mine to get a burger and fries from there. She was curled up in 30 minutes, she reported. Cured in 30 minutes, she reported. Lol, really? Oh my goodness. Keck said, I had a nice case in the early 90s. It was like bad headache. Then after taking something for it, got worse. Then my gut felt real sick after I puked everything I got. Better, fast, headache gone. Yeah, I've had that after eating. And like vomiting till everything's gone from your gut. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Luna said, cooked ones taste like scrambled eggs. David said, it was an interesting experience every time. Whilst they thought they psychoanalyzing me, I was psychoanalyzing them. They take too many of their own meds. Yeah, I think some of them do. I am Kai said in cause in of a Akizinafa. I can't say that. I am Kai. Alex said cured by getting the shits from McDonald's, Tim. Exactly. That's what it'll do. It'll give you the shits. No, I don't know. It didn't work for me, so I don't know. Fast food can make you real sick, says Keck. Darren said, I'm not keen on peanut butter, but I'd rather that to bug butter. Yeah. And Shannon said, jelly poo. What? Alex said, it made me sick. Keck Rangel, horrid stuff. Darren said, topic, a cockroach in every bite. Keck said, yep. After that, I did not get too much fast food after that. Yeah, and okay, another off-topic thing. I was watching some old made-for-TV movies the other day. And I came across one called Cloned. Very interesting. It's on YouTube if you want to search for it. I won't give the story away, but that was very interesting. And actually, a lot of those old TV movies are very interesting. Yes. So anyway, I just thought I'd let you know. Some rubbish. Oh, dear. Keck said, yep, after that I did not get too much fast food. Out to lunch, said poo. David said Shrink admitted to me he was on antipsychotics. I am Kai said I was eating a Big Mac when I heard. David said I have a way of drawing the truth out of people. With that, guys, I'm going to go because I'm starving hungry and I've got to go and eat. And what I'll do is I'll do a video tomorrow. I probably won't do a live, but it might be a premiere. So I might be in the live stream with you guys. Yeah, Deb said, yeah, it's a good one, Cloned. Darren said, is that psychotic phobic, David? Or antipsychotics? I am Kai said, long cleaning up. Alex said, a locum doctor told me years ago never take the flu thing. She was gone within weeks. Oh, that's bad. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. And I'm going to do the outro and then I'm going to go, guys. I've got to mute my microphone and the desktop audio before I do. So I'm going to say goodbye, guys. Have a good one. See you tomorrow sometime. And hopefully I'll be back soon because kids are now on school holidays. So we'll see what happens. Have a good one, guys. Okay, got to mute that.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and where I'll go in life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes, and ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.